Makes you end up like the Bears. Makes you end up like the New York Jets. They did the exact same thing. Instead of being proactive, they were reactive. And they were like, all right, here's the deal. We got Aaron Rodgers, but he was hurt. And so that's why the team struggled. That's why they didn't make the playoffs. It was easy to make excuses, and we're going to keep Robert Saleh because it's the right thing to do. This is the damn NFL. This is a big boy job. You don't owe that guy anything. And it feels like the Jets as an organization decided, you know what? Robert Saleh was the kid at Christmas that got the brand new remote control car, and he never got batteries for it. He never got to play with it when Aaron Rodgers got hurt. So let's bring him back next year, and let's see how he does with Aaron Rodgers. And remember the first few weeks of the season when they were a little bit up and down? People were talking about, oh, Aaron Rodgers is back and all that. Aaron Rodgers was the same thing. It was never going to work. And now the Jets have put themselves in a situation where Aaron Rodgers' bad play this year has gotten everybody fired. He's cost everybody their job. And we're talking about what was supposed to be 2 years where they thought probably the first year maybe they were going to win 10 games and creep in the playoffs, and then the plan this year was they were going to win 11 or 12. Yo, they might win 4, 5 games total in 2 years with the whole Aaron Rodgers experiment. I'm talking about with him as the quarterback. That's unbelievable. And it's because you decided to keep your head coach in Robert Saleh. You don't think that this thing would have gone different if at the beginning of the season, I don't know, Mike Vrabel, let's just throw a name out there, was the head coach of the Jets? I promise you it would have. I guarantee it would have. The results would have been different. The voice would have been different. The relationship with Aaron Rodgers would have been different. Instead, it was, Robert Saleh never really got a fair shake, so let's give him a little bit of time. All right, then you fire him after the first month. You want to talk about being reactive and not proactive? You didn't see that coming? Did you never listen to me on the radio? I guess not. I'm on all the time here on the Infinity Sports Network. I was saying, hey, this thing's going to explode for the Jets. They got a lot of ingredients for a bomb here. A coach on the hot seat, a big market, expectations, a quarterback that likes to talk, coming off of an injury. Uh-oh, boom, it exploded. Oh, shocker. The problem is it's not just a problem now for the Jets this season. It's a problem going forward. What are they going to do? They got to build the house completely from scratch. They don't even have a damn basement. 855-212-4227 is the phone number. These teams, when it comes to head coach, they got to realize outside of quarterback, head coach is the most important thing in the NFL. If you got a quarterback, you got a chance, but you got a real chance if you've got a really good head coach. Matt Eberflus, did he ever prove throughout his time, what did he do? What did I miss? To even be able to keep his job this past offseason? This thing went exactly like I thought it was going to with both the Bears and the Jets. So now what do the Bears do? The Bears now have to find the future head coach of Caleb Williams, which, honestly, before we saw him play in the NFL, let's say they would have gotten rid of Eberflus this last offseason and somebody would have gotten to take over the reins for, let's call it an NFL version of Caleb Williams. Man, that'd be a hell of a job. You got a chance in one of the greatest, if not the greatest city in the world, Chicago, with a great fan base that's been hungry forever to finally be the guy that leads the franchise quarterback. You want to talk about a gig. But now that we've actually seen Caleb Williams play, I'm not sure that's going to be the best open job. I know that's crazy to say, but I think that there's going to possibly be another one. I mean, is Dallas not a more ready win team now if they get the right head coach? Doesn't Dallas play in a division that's more winnable right now? I mean, you can even look at a team like the Jets and the Giants and say, hey, if they get this thing right, with, in theory, a higher draft pick than what the Bears have, and they'll get to handpick their quarterback, whoever the next head coach is of one of those franchises, I guess depending on whenever they're hired. I'm kind of assuming here for the sake of this conversation that Brian Daboll's pretty much gone with the Giants. I don't know how enticing that Bears job is for, let's say, a guy like a Mike Vrabel. If he's got multiple options, a proven NFL head coach, I'd take the Dallas job if it was offered to me. You know who I think the Bears' next coach is going to be? There are a few really good options for him. Vrabel's out there if he would take it, and I would be all over that. That guy was making water out of wine. won 27 games, if you include the playoffs, in back-to-back seasons with Ryan Tannehill as his quarterback. I mean, if you got Caleb Williams and you got Mike Vrabel, I think you got a much better, at least a lot much better chance than you did this season at 4-8. But damn, it wasn't going to be easy. Again, the rest of the division is 30-6. That's crazy. So if you can't get Vrabel, and I know there's people probably driving around that are like, well, what about Bill Belichick? No, not Bill Belichick. He's too old. I think there's two other really good options for the Bears. Brian Flores, he's already in division. He's already been an NFL head coach. I think that he'd be a really good fit with Caleb Williams. And then this might sound crazy, but I think if this guy's out there, the Bears should rush to hire him. I'm talking about, I don't know, does anybody have a pager? Remember beepers? Remember those things? I know doctors carry them. Do NFL head coaches? I would have been paging this guy yesterday. I'd be like, hey, we might be firing our coach. Would you be interested in being the next Bears head coach? You know who it is? I'll tell you next, right here on the Infinity Sports Network.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, all branches of the military, veterans, and their families are eligible to join. And when you become a member by December 31st and open a new credit card within 14 days, you could get $300. When you have that, you'll feel financially at ease, which means you can worry about other things like what you'll do with your extra money. What if you decide to join a gym? What if you go to the gym every day? Will you become the annoying, grunting guy at the gym? You have a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, your finances won't be one of them. Join today at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Must join an open membership savings account between November 1st and December 31st and open an eligible credit card account within 14 days of joining. Visit NavyFederal.org for full terms and conditions.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kyrasfloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Welcome back to the Zach Gelb Show.
What's good? Sports Machine Sean Levine in for Gelb today. Chiefs on the scoreboard, up 3-0. 7:30 left in the first quarter at Arrowhead. Welcome back into the Infinity Sports Network, 855-212-4227. Those are the digits around these parts. Happy Black Friday to you. Hopefully you got full of food, family, and football yesterday. And now you're just chilling with me, listening to some radio here for the next 3 hours. We'll talk plenty of NBA. We got to talk some more college football. Why doesn't Shedeur Sanders get more love? I'm not talking about for the Heisman Trophy or the awards or anything like that. I think he's going to be the number one overall pick. Are people fans of this guy? I love Shedeur Sanders. Excuse me. I think that he looks more like an NFL quarterback in college than Caleb Williams looked like in college, if that makes sense. And now that I've seen what Caleb Williams looks like in the NFL, if that guy was available again and Shedeur Sanders was available this upcoming draft, I think I'm taking my chances on Shedeur. I mean, he just doesn't turn the ball over. His progression down the field is great. He's obviously got the lineage with Deion. This Colorado team, I'm not going to say they're iconic unless they end up making the college football playoff, which at this point, a couple of other things have to happen because it was like them and Iowa State and Arizona State. There were 4 different teams that had the same record in conference, and they've got to get to their conference championship game, win that, and that'll get them the automatic playoff berth. So it's not completely out of the question. If they ended up doing something like that, or dare I say, getting to like the Final Four of the national championship game, then I think that this Colorado team is almost iconic the same way that the Fab Five was, where it's like, okay, it's a program that's been good before, but all of a sudden they became the story. I'm talking about culturally. They could have the top 2 picks in the NFL draft. When's the last time that any team had the top 2 picks? I mean, I can't remember Alabama. I can't remember Ohio State. I can't remember Texas. I can't remember Oklahoma. I can't remember any of these football institutions that have been that way my entire life that have ever had the number 1 and the number 2 pick. It's probably happened before. Something's probably.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Pirate fans, welcome to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's Platinum-certified U.S. Cellular stores and experience the highest standard of customer service. Call in on the live line at 317-1250. Now, with a complete recap of the game and your phone calls, live from the Pirate Radio studios, here's your host of the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter, Clip Brock.
All right, for the first time in a long time, we join you on the 5th quarter after a Pirate loss, 34-20. The final today, Navy continues to dominate East Carolina inside of Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Pirates have never beaten the Midshipmen at home, and that unfortunately continues with Blake Harrell's first loss since becoming interim and first loss since becoming the head coach at East Carolina. We'll get your thoughts. 317-1250. Holt Nailers, your take.
Yeah, I mean, you got to come ready to play against a triple option team, especially after Thanksgiving. There's tons of, ways to, get the attention away, if you're on the team, to get your attention away from it with the hiring of Blake Harrell, senior day, the last day for these seniors, Thanksgiving too, and Navy came ready to play, and it seems like we didn't. So, tough loss.
Kate Norman.
It was simple. Defense showed up first half. Offense didn't. Defense didn't show up second half. Offense showed up very, very late, and not enough today at all.
No complimentary football for the Pirates.
None.
In this game. We will take your calls. 317-1250 on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. We kick off the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show after this.
Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
'Tis the season. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Holiday cheer is here along with our biggest sale of the year. The unbeatable Black Friday markdowns are ones you don't want to miss. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, you'll find exceptional deals on tons of brands including Springfield, Benelli, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Come find the perfect gift at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville has the best deals in town. Just listen to this. BD's Amber Ale for $3 on Monday. Talls for smalls on Tuesday. $5.50 wine pours on Wednesday. $5 house margaritas on Thursday. Handshaking cocktails are $7 on Friday. And house Bloody Marys for just $6 on Sunday. But wait, there's more. Every day, 2 hours before closing time, appetizers are half off. Don't wait. Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar now. Located just off Greenville Boulevard in the Publix Shopping Center. Go Pirates!
I'm here with Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. Jamie, what's new?
For starters, we're building our new building out at 5019 Highway 43 South. We've also put together a 10-day pool package.
A 10-day pool package? What does that mean?
Well, people think pools take a long time, but with this package, we break ground and have you swimming in 10 days. Go to CarolinaHardscapesandPools.com or by calling 364-1201. You can stop by our office on Fire Tower Road. We can make your backyard dreams into a reality with landscaping, patios, fireplaces, and outdoor kitchens.
Carolina Hardscapes and Pools.
Enjoy the outdoors.
Why wait till Black Friday for big savings? At Bostic Sugg Furniture, it's Black November. Start your power shopping now and save with a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax, plus 6 months special financing on all in-stock and custom orders. Get better sleep and huge Black Friday savings on Helix and Serta mattresses, plus up to 48 months special financing. It isn't one day, it's every day. Black Friday prices all month long during Black November at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This Christmas, let UBE help Santa fill the sleigh with purple and gold. UBE and PirateWear.com has everything an ECU fan could want, from warm pirate hoodies, crews, and jackets to ECU wall hangings and ornaments. UBE and PirateWear.com also has the largest selection of apparel, gifts, and stocking stuffers for your little pirates. UBE and PirateWear.com has the largest selection of ECU merchandise, and they're your one-stop shop for everything on your Christmas list. Happy holidays from UBE and PirateWear.com. PirateWare.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250, the number on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Pirates fall today 34-20. Finish the regular season. Hey, exactly like I said they would, 7-5. Look at me. They lose today, and Blake Harrell 0-1 as a full-time coach. We'll call him 4-1 as head coach of the Pirates. Thank you to Dank Burrito for the awesome post-game food. Somehow we found some space to fill in more food, and I know Holton and I had the jerk chicken burrito.
Yes, sir. Hits
the spot. Dank Burrito, 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Find them on Facebook, dankburrito.com, and get what everybody's talking about. It's good stuff. All right, Kenny, Nolan, Zach, hang on. We will kick off the show with our Pirate Towing first call of the fifth quarter. Cameron in Goldsboro's up. Hey, Cameron.
Hey, guys. Before everybody starts calling in with kind of hot topics and stuff like that, look, we've never beaten Navy at home. I expected us to lose, and we did lose. But, that game could have gone so much differently in that first half. We should have been up 17-0, 21-0. I get Wright Jr.'s not healthy. Sal's is not playing, so that's kind of tough. But if you could just get up 14, 17-0, Navy can't come back from that, and that's what makes it so tough. But Navy's a good football team. I mean, they've won 8 games for a reason. If they didn't have the delays at Rice, they probably have 9 wins right now. So it is what it is, guys. We were 3-4 a few weeks ago. Now we're 7-5. There's not much to complain about. Let's get healthy. Let's get ready for the bowl game. I hope Wright and Sal can be healthy for the bowl game. And I'm excited for the future. And now I'll pass it off to everybody else to start doing their rants. So go Pirates.
All right, no rant from Cameron.
Great job to all of you this year, guys. Great job on the fifth quarter. Looking forward to the bowl game.
Thanks, Cameron. Appreciate that. No rant for Cameron today. He is the Pirate Towing first call of the fifth quarter. Pirate Towing, the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing here for you every game day. They offer roadside assistance if you're locked out of your car. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. Visit them on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation. Well, Wright is somewhat healthy because he came alive there in the fourth quarter on that last drive or two. So he was making some plays, but nothing downfield or anything. Any comments on
Yeah, I mean,
thoughts?
he does make a good point, and we should have been up. We missed a couple touchdowns early on, and the key to beating a triple option team is to get up, to make them throw the ball, but they threw the ball probably better than we did today, too, so I don't know if you can say that. But, yeah, we should have been up early. Look, triple option games are funky. After Thanksgiving games are funky. Like, it's just one of those games that you just got to go out there and you got to execute, and, it didn't seem like we did to the best of our ability today.
I'm sure we'll get some calls on the backup quarterback curse. That Pirate fans think if we face the backup quarterback, they always beat us. That dude looked good today.
He did. And, even the TV announcers were saying that, he might make a case to start this year. I haven't seen their other guy too much. I know this guy looked horrible versus Tulane. Whatever he was doing versus Tulane, he did not look good. So, yeah, he looked good today, though.
All right, Zach is up in Dunn next. Hello, Zach.
Hey, guys. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I hate to give Cameron credit, but, he hit the nail on the head. Whenever you play Navy, it's a war of attrition, and whenever you go down and score 3 points or 0 points, that's a win for them. And, they sit there and they wait for you to make mistakes. And in the first half alone, we got stopped on their 3-yard line. Caton threw a ball that was closer to hitting the folks on the Murphy Center party deck than it was to hitting Savage. We had a false start on 4th and 2 from the 7. Then we had that just amazing kick by Andrew Conrad. hats off to him. I think it takes more talent to miss a field goal by that far than it does to make one. And then there is on the one that we did convert the field goal. I'm sure Holton and you guys were just eating alive with it. Raji was wide open down the sideline. So the coaches were making the right calls. It's just we didn't convert. Caton had a bad day to have a bad day. Everybody's going to call and complain about Blake. We are now 2-10 historically against Navy. We've never beaten them at home. And you want the measuring stick to have been that game. You might as well ask them to beat Georgia. It's ridiculous, the expectations that some of these people place on it. It's almost like they ain't happy unless they ain't happy. If you'd have told me 6 weeks ago that we'd have wound up 7-5, I'd have said I will take it, because Muscle Milk Mike, he lost against App State and Liberty with 3-score leads, and then he lost against Charlotte. He got the brakes beat off of him. We just came off of a 2-10 year and went 7-5. I'm not saying that we're world beaters right now, but you got to recognize that we're taking steps forward. And we lost today, but at the beginning of the year, I'm sure a lot of folks would have said that. So, guys, I appreciate everything that you did this year. Looking forward to a bowl game. I hope that we can convert. I'm more worried about the offense sputtering going into a bowl game than I am losing this game. But we can't leave points out there on the field, especially against good teams. Y'all take care. Have a great day.
All right, Zach. Appreciate the call. 317-1250. We'll keep them rolling here on a Black Friday as Nolan joins us in Greenville. What's up, Nolan?
What's up, Clip? Y'all are the best. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know this is not the fun one after the loss, but I got to say I directly disagree with the last caller. If you look at Navy's last game, they lost 35-0 at home to Tulane, who then lost last night to Memphis at home. And I just expect a little bit more from our boys. Crowd today, I will say kudos to the Pirate Nation. I feel that it was a pretty strong. Unfortunately, I wish every game was a sellout, but it's probably the second strong after App State of the year. So give the crowd that. Hope for the best. I will support the boys in the bowl game, but that's a tough loss today. I'm going to leave it at that. I will say to the last caller, hey, man, we all respect it, but Navy lost their last game at home 35-0, and we played their backup quarterback today. I expected a win. And I'm going to leave it at that. I think expecting wins is good. So that's where we should be as a program. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Pirates.
Pirates were favored today. By the time kickoff rolled around, they were 3.5, 4-point favorites.
Yeah, I took them at 2.5. I believe they were going to win. And, I think he made a good point there. Nolan made a good point there. It's like we should expect to win. We just went 7-5 and didn't beat a team with a winning record. So, this was our first chance to beat someone with a winning record. UTSA 6-5, but they play Army this week. They're probably going to go 6-6. And this was our chance, to send the seniors off the right way. Harold just got named the head coach. This was our chance to beat a team with a winning record. It didn't come through. But, yeah, I agree. We should expect to start winning these games. Now, look, I played Navy, I think, 3 times or 2 times. They're hard to beat. They're very, very hard to beat. But we left. We should have been up 17-0 to start the second half, really, Caden.
Yeah, Hauser, I'm not putting the whole blame on him, but he was just off today. Him and the receivers were just completely off. Receivers were dropping balls.
Drops returned today.
Drops were big. And then, of course, we just couldn't hit the big ball. We've hit, the last 4-game stretch, and we struggled with the first, the first 4 to 5 games. We struggled with having that big play, and today we went back to struggling with that big play again. Even that first drive, he had Anthony Smith down the sidelines and threw it more inside of the field and made it hard for a catch. And we had a few of those over and over, missed throws over. So,
and one thing I will say is we had opportunities to have big runs too. We had 17, 18-yard runs, but we had running back on safety multiple times and just couldn't make a miss. And that's where you may, especially with Rajay leaving, and I don't know, you don't know how the running back room is going to look next year. I know Montgomery's really, really good. We're high on him, but maybe go get a quick twitch guy that's you're not going to get Keaton Mitchell in the portal. But go get someone who's quick and not the power guy, and just get someone who can beat a one-on-one safety and go score a touchdown instead of getting a 20-yard gain.
317-1250. Kenny is up next in Blunt's Creek. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, guys. I'm going to be the disappointed guy here. Not happy with this effort today. I thought we were pathetic offense, and I emphasize pathetic because our passing game was 29 yards passing like at halftime. We had multiple opportunities in the first half to actually get a comfortable lead and put a hurting on this team, and we just wasted it. Navy is not that good. I don't know what these people are seeing because they played 2 backup quarterbacks. Both of them didn't look good in the first half. Second half, they just took us to task, and just not happy with the whole game, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Season-wise, yeah, we did better. We came back from a horrible season last year. We got 7 wins. We're going to go bowling. But I think it's embarrassing that we let Navy come out in the fourth quarter and basically punk us down in front of our fans. And we responded by getting our butts kicked. So not happy. Sit back and wait to see what sorry bowl game we're going to get. And maybe it's the Myrtle Beach bowl game because that's about the only one I'll spend money on to go see this crap. Y'all have a good day, man.
All right, Kenny down in the dumps.
Kenny's usually, pretty positive, but I mean, look, I was just looking at the schedule. We played 3 teams with a winning record this year, and we went 7-5. Like, obviously, that led to Coach Houston being fired, and there's other things that we got to change with the program. But like, we're not even talking about having expectations about beating teams with winning records, even if we only beat the teams with losing records. I mean, you're talking about winning 9 games without the bowl game. You're talking about maybe a 10th game with the bowl game if you just beat the losing records. So that's, I think, where it's frustrating is we feel like we have the talent. And look, Blake Harrell's the right guy for the job. I'm sure people are going to call in and, talk all sorts of crap. He's the right guy for the job. We have the talent there, but can Blake Harrell win the games he's supposed to win? And then the games that are up in the air that it's a 2 to 3 point swing, let's go win those. These are the games that will make a coach average at ECU and a coach elite at ECU. Next year, the schedule gets tougher. Non-conference, You got BYU State. In conference, I know Tulane's back on. Memphis is back on. So. Sadly, this was the year to probably make a push at it. But if Blake Harrell can come in here, Memphis and Tulane should still be toss-up games. We shouldn't be that big of underdogs. Max, Liam, Joe, and Kyle. Hang on. We'll get to your calls when we return on the U.S. Cellular, a 5th quarter call-in show. A lot to break down between East Carolina and Navy following the Pirates' loss. And now we'll see where we will go bowling. More to go. Back with you after this.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
The holiday season is in full swing at Russell's. I'm Rhonda Lyons, wishing you and your family a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you can relax, give thanks, and reflect on your many blessings from the past year. Please join us Black Friday and Shop Small Saturday and support your local downtown Washington businesses. Russell's is fully stocked with something for everyone on your list. The shopping is easy and the signature gift wrap is free and beautiful. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for our store hours. Remember, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers in downtown Washington.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
I'm Sam Jones, and as a 4th-generation barbecue man, family is everything. Let our take-a-bake meal be a part of your family's holiday family tradition this year, with whole smoked turkey breast, mac and cheese, baked beans, green bean casserole, muffins, barbecue sauce, and of course, pecan pie. Go to samjonesbarbecue.com to reserve yours today. Great barbecue and family always makes for long-lasting family traditions.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kairos Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kairos Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kairosfloats.com. Kairos Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Pirate Radio. Remember to always be yourself, unless you can be a pirate.
It's a pirate's life for me, savvy.
Always be a pirate. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Clip Brock, Cade Norman. Big Dog, Jared Watkins watching his Raiders. Shirley Rhodes watched her Dolphins lose last night to the Green Bay Packers. We got, well, quick 3rd and goal. O'Connell, run it. O'Connell sacked. All right, Max, Liam, Joe, hang on. We go to Kyle in LaGrange. Hello, Kyle.
Going on Cliff, I'm actually in your parking lot waiting to go in here to UVE.
That's not creepy.
Well, hey, look, I'm not going to do it in a minute. Look, I may need to go visit our friends at the Holistic Company after that one if I'm going to go to work Monday. You know, I wondered all week, and I'd like to get Holton's thoughts on this, if the guys would be distracted, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, this week with all the pomp and circumstance going on with hiring Blake and then the press conference Wednesday. You know, I'm certainly not blaming it on that. I wanted it to go ahead and be done. But I just kind of wondered if that would affect us in practice this week, affect our mindset with, you know, so much going on around the program outside of football. It seemed like Hauser obviously didn't have a good game. Seemed like he was staring receivers down, overthrowing people. Just in general, Hauser didn't play well. I didn't think the play calls were bad, particularly in the first half. Everybody said it. We had multiple times to score and just didn't get it done. Defensively, I just kind of wear you out. They wait around, do what they do, and then by the time the fourth quarter gets here, you're tired, and you ain't really going to out-condition Navy. It's same different coach, same story with Navy, man. It doesn't seem like it matters if it's Skip Holtz or Ruffin McNeil or, God forbid, Scotty Montgomery or Mike Houston and now Blake Harrell. Navy just has our number, and at some point it just starts to become mental. I know with the fan base, and I'm sure with the players too, they know the record. Whether they've played in most of those games or not, they know the record. Holton, in 22, as good as we were and as good as you were, we lose it in overtime. I don't remember how good that Navy team was. I don't think they were particularly good. they have our number, particularly in Greenville. It's just a shame with all the momentum we had, winning 4 in a row, Blake getting the job, to lose this one heading into the bowl game. It really kind of puts a downer on everything when everything was kind of at a high with the program. It's just a really bad time to lose the ball game. But I don't know, just regroup and head on to the bowl. I really don't have any great points or ironic comments or anything funny to say today. Just disappointed, but at least we got one more to go, and I still believe in Blake. I think it was the right decision. We just got to move forward. And Holton, I'm gonna hang up, but just in general, what did you see out of Hauser today? That he did different today that he hadn't in the last few weeks in terms of staring at receivers, overthrowing people, et cetera. Just had his worst game, or was it just a step up in competition in terms of the defense? I mean, outside of Rice, which was an anomaly, about a 5-hour lightning delay for that one, Navy had only lost to Notre Dame and Tulane, who was ranked 17th when they lost to them. And, of course, they had an off week to prepare for us. They always have an off week to prepare for us. But, anyway, just would like to get Holton's thoughts more on Hauser's play today as a whole. And I'll hang up. Go Pirates.
Yeah, definitely didn't have his best game. A lot of things probably involved. You talked about some of the distractions, which I'll get into. But, look, we went for it early, which kudos to Coach Harrell for going for it early. We called a good play. We had an open receiver. He was rolling right and kind of overthrew him. And, look, sometimes all it takes is one bad throw, and Caden, you know this too, as a quarterback, to just be like, dang, I am kind of off today. And then you look up at halftime and, look, I played quarterback here for a long time. You see the stats on the board, whether it's good or bad, and you look up there and you see you threw for 29 yards in the first half, and Navy's quarterback's thrown for more than you're like, well, what the heck is going on? Maybe I am having an off day. And you're talking about the reads. I thought the play call was really good. We threw a double move early, first play of the game. Anthony Smith, beat his guy. We kind of threw it inside a little bit. Still was catchable ball. And look, I'm not saying this is all on Hauser. I think Hauser's a really good quarterback. I hope he's here next year. Just wasn't his best game. And then the one interception late. We run a vertical stretch, vertical option offense, scheme. And a lot of those you got to read inside out. The interception, he threw one actually versus North Texas too, where we run 4 curls is what it ends up being, the outside run curls and then the inside run curls. And you're supposed to read that inside out. If you ever read it outside in, the linebacker's going to see your eyes because you're already looking out. The backer's going to get out wider. He's had 2 interceptions where he's went outside in. That offense, you can't do that. You got to go inside out. Okay, you can probably talk more a little bit about that too.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened there. That backer saw him look out wide, and he broke, and he was still staring him down, went right back and caught it. Hauser had probably his worst game today, I would say. Just take the one interception away he had. It's just missing receivers. And exactly what you said. You feel it when you're having a bad day, even a bad practice. It's hard to knock that rust off and knock that groove up. And I know that touchdown that he missed in the second quarter probably ate him away for a little bit. One thing I disagree a little bit. I think the game was called fairly well. I just wish to bring a quarterback back in. I didn't like the spots all over the place. We ran that so many times today to the little pass to Rajay. I liked what we did in the late fourth, those curls. I wish we would have got more into the curl game. Hauser looked more comfortable until he threw that late interception. But I think that might have been a way to get him back settled. I think we waited a little too long to get him back into that.
Holden, can you say, too, that we were back on ESPN, Hauser didn't play great, so nobody will come after him, so that guy will call in?
Dead serious, me and Caden were walking on the way to the car to come over here, and I was like, the difference between Caden Hauser starting at Ole Miss next year and starting at East Carolina was games like today. And I'm not talking crap about him, but dead serious. I'm sure people could say that same thing about me, too, and it's like, if he would have went out, those first 3 games where he was starting, he was lighting it up, I promise you, if he would have played like that the rest of the year, he would not be at ECU next year. No matter how much he loves it, just the new world, he would have got offered a ton of money, and he still might. But games like today help ECU if you want Caden Hauser here.
All right, 317-1250. Joe's up next in Greenville. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys. Well, I got to say, for one, I'm very disappointed in a couple of things. Number one, I thought the defense played good. But you can't leave them on the field the whole game playing against a Navy squad that's going to wear you down. The offense played horrible. They looked horrible. They looked out of sync. Now let me go to Blake Harrell. I think if Blake Harrell turns out to be the best coach we've ever had, The only reason that will be is because he fell in John Gilbert's lap. And the reason I'm saying that, John Gilbert cannot even get the concession stands running right, much less run a program. There were 50 to 70 people in every line today at the concession stands. And the lady at the concession stand said that they were told that the reason it was so bad today, they wanted to get rid of all the product because it was the last game of the year. Well, let me tell you something, John Gilbert. I can say what I want. I can criticize. You can't fire me like you did Clip. You cannot treat us patronizing citizens, the ones that pay the bills down there, like second-class citizens. We expect excellent service, whether it's the first game or the last game. And if you've got any balls at all, you will get on this radio station and apologize to the fan base for the lack of service we were given the last 2 home football games. Thanks, guys.
All right, Joe. Sorry to hear that.
Joe waited way too long for his Diet Mountain Dew today in line and was not happy about it.
Man.
I'll agree with Joe. The lines were a little too long.
Dude,
I was down there for a while, and I got out of line, and I just went to get beer instead. So
I will say, too, and when we walked up, the line usually isn't long at all, other than the App State game, to scan your ticket. And we were like, did they not plan for this many people? Because we actually had a good crowd. I was actually very happy with our crowd. After Thanksgiving game, like, that's a tough one. We had some chance there once Navy got all heated and stuff. But, like, I've been kind of on the crowd all year. We had a good crowd today.
It still wasn't a crowd. Your concession stand should be backed up.
No, not at all. I'm saying it's like they weren't even prepared to have that, though. It's like they didn't think we would have a big crowd.
I agree with you. I don't know if it's John Gilbert's fault, but everything goes back up to him. He can't fire me either, Clip.
That's right, Caden. But I can. Actually, I don't even think I can fire
you can't fire me either.
Damn. All right. 317-1250. Liam is up in Wilmington. Hey, Liam.
Hey, guys. I just want to make a few points clear. This game was not lost by Hauser. This game was not lost by the defense. This game was not lost by the play calling. The play calling was modest. We took our shots. You know, we were expecting big plays. The score of the game should not have been 13 to 34 or whatever it was. I don't count the late touchdowns. But, you know, he was not on his A game today, obviously. He missed his targets. It was either underthrown or overthrown. The fourth quarter, he kind of got it together, and we put together a drive. But, I mean, there's not so much you can do when you're trying to out-physical or be more physical than the most physical team in the entire league. You are not going to run it up the middle, up their throat against Navy, who's had a bye, had a way to prepare, and had plenty of time to think about how Rajay Harris is going to impact this game. Now, I'm just going to say I do not know what they put in what the Navy is drinking right now, but it is not good. That was awful. That was complete disrespect. Where are the refs on this? Sideline warning? Where was it? There was no flags at all. Go Army, beat Navy, and please go Pirates. Let's win a ball.
All right, there's Liam. Did he ever say why we lost? I know he said why we lost.
It went back to Hauser.
It's not Hauser, but
he should have hit the targets.
Liam's getting smooth talking every single time he calls.
Liam's a good call.
He is.
What if he's an old man just with a kid's voice? You ever thought of that?
Is it Little Nugget? Is that his alter ego? Is Little Nugget calling?
Could be. Yeah, I heard Kevin Monroe saying several things about Navy and the way he called out. Were y'all at the game? Did y'all see it when they ran on the field or whatever? Yeah. I mean, is that a big deal? As a
player, first of all, it made me mad as an ECU alum and stuff like that. But it fired me up. They were ready to play the fourth quarter, and they were about the action. They were not stepping down from anything. If you're a true fan, like, I know ECU fans are not going to like this at all, but it fired me up. And then it got our team ready to go. Like, why don't we be the team that said, all right, let's go. Let's step up to the bat and let's play. You know, I didn't mind it. No, I think that's being competitive. Navy's never going to be disrespectful. I mean, they're Navy.
I liked it a lot as well. I like that it's like call you out almost. Like, hey, we're ready to come. Are you guys ready to come? And fun fact, I was holding Holton back. He was ready to jump onto the field, so I had him back.
They've always been a little dirty, too, as far as, like, late hits and stuff. What are you laughing at, Holden? Did I miss something?
No, just Caden's comment really got me there. That was a good one.
I missed it.
I made him chuckle.
All right, I'll have to go back and
No, you're right. They are dirty. They are dirty. But I like my military men dirty.
Now, that's a good comment. We'll save that one. 317-1250.
And women. I left that out.
Max is up in Greenville. What's up, Max?
Hey, guys. I appreciate your time. Just disappointed like everybody, and not so much with the concession stands, but it's just, horrible timing and everything. You got a new coach coming in. Should they have waited to the end of the season? They waited this long. And then obviously they make it this week. You got to wonder, they make it this week thinking that this might be the outcome, and then you have a potential chance of losing this one. And then, depending on who we get in the bowl game, you might have a new coach that's 0-2 going into the next season. So it's definitely concerning. Definitely not the way I feel like we offensively we're a whole new team. I almost thought we had the ghost of Mike Houston come back out here running first down, second down, and then trying to make something happen on a short little bubble screen, third down. It just obviously wasn't very, just not what we've seen the last couple of weeks. Then could you contribute that to this is actually a winning football team where our last couple wins have been against those? I don't know. Very concerning. A lot of, you talk about John Gilbert, talk about board of trustees, pushing through a new football coach before the end of the season after they've waited. A lot of questions there. I'm sure they're taking some heat, but I don't know the right or wrong answer. Always a tough decision, but I don't think that this is potentially what they could have expected. Actually, you think about everything. Is this what they expected? You got a coach coming in, a lot of concern, but it wasn't a good showing today. Very disappointed, and love to hear y'all's thoughts on that.
I had a similar thought, Max. I talked to the gentleman over at Dink Burrito as he was getting our stuff ready about how maybe they made this announcement while everybody's on board, 4-game winning streak. Everybody's riding high because ECU's never beaten Navy at home, and they thought another loss might be coming. And it's hard to say, all right, here's our guy after a loss to Navy. You say it this week, everybody's fired up for it. So I don't know if there's anything to that, but
yeah, definitely is. And look, it seems if they gave Harrell a shot by firing Coach Houston so early, and it looks like it's going to pay off because he's our new head coach. So it looked like they kind of had a plan in place, maybe not to hire him, but at least give him a shot at it. Caden, what do you think about that? That's kind of a unique perspective of, did they hire him so early because of Navy? Coming up next.
I think we all talked about it. We knew that Navy game. Are you going to hire, if you're going to keep Harrell, are you going to base that last loss against a triple option team? Like that's just a weird. Take the wins, take the losses out. You're playing a triple option team. Even the best teams in the world can go down to a triple option team. So I think that's why, because we've had a bad showing against Navy all this time, and it's hard to judge a head coach off a team you might play once every other year if you're outside the American Conference.
Yeah, and one thing I did say last week was his wins were versus teams that didn't have winning records. We should have beaten. We were actually highly favored to beat. The North Texas coming back probably helped him get the job because it showed some adversity. But I did say last week, and something that I'm ready to see from Blake Harrell is, how do you respond? Look, he was no coach ever in any sport is going to go undefeated for years and years and years. He signed a 4-year contract. He's not going to go undefeated for 4 years. So, how does the team respond with him to a loss? Last week we were down, but we didn't lose. This week we lost. Now you have pretty much probably a month to 3 weeks before a bowl game. So we'll see how he does in the press conference after a loss as a head coach. There's a lot of things you want to see of Blake Harrell, but I'm so excited he's our head coach. I think he's the right guy. He's a North Carolina guy. Everything that I was excited about before, this game doesn't take it away. Navy's a tough team to beat.
All right, let's take a break. Pays, Samuel, and Cheezel. I think we said if ECU loses, we'll hear from Cheezel.
Yeah, I've been waiting a while for you, Cheese.
The Cheezel will join us. 317-1250, more to go. U.S. Cellular, 5th quarter call-in show on a Friday. Back with you after this. Do
you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Here's a hint. At U.S. Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. U.S. Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
There's more to fall than just Pirate football. It's also a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Why should you list your house for sale in the fall? Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Are you tired of the same old fast food routine? Shake things up for lunch and dinner at Clean Eats Cafe. We've cracked the code to make healthy dining tasty and affordable. Whether it's a power lunch or a family dinner, we've got you covered. Sit down in our cafe for a brainstorming session or catch up with friends. Even stop in after a workout for protein smoothies or a protein iced coffee. Our atmosphere is welcoming and our food is fresh. All for about the same price as fast food. It's time to ditch the drive-thru and feast on flavor at Clean Eats Cafe, Red Banks Road in Arlington Village.
This is Holt Nailers. Join me for the Holt Nailers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, here's a couple of finals from earlier today. Colorado defeated Oklahoma State 52-0. It was Oregon State losing to Boise State 34-18. Ball State lost to Ohio 42-21. It was Minnesota over Wisconsin 24-7. In basketball, it was Appalachian State over Colgate 72-50. Indiana beat Providence 89-73. Wake Forest got by Minnesota 57-51. And DePaul beat Valparaiso 89-70. We do have one NFL game going on right now. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs. They are knotted up at 3 apiece. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of pirates, and they are open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night. Free entry for ladies all weekend long, and you can follow The Buck on Instagram for an updated schedule. And we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Mahomes throwing. Kelsey looks old. Makes the catch at the 5. 3rd and goal coming up. Mike, Cheezel, Samuel, hang on. We go to B. Pays hanging on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line following a Navy 34-20 victory over the Pirates. What's up, Pace?
What's going on? Joe was a little upset earlier, wasn't he? He wanted that Capitol Grill treatment. He got the Applebee's treatment.
He was not eating good in the neighborhood.
He wasn't even getting a 2 for $20. He wasn't getting anything. So we were picked seventh. Eight in the beginning. We were picked seventh to finish in the conference. It looks like we'll finish 5th, I believe. So, hey, we're 2 spots from where 2 spots up to more where they predict us to be. So, I mean, that's a positive. Hauser just he's out of sync today. I mean, watching on our end, just watching on TV when they would, flash on him and show how he looked like a deer in headlights a couple of times. So, he just had one of those games. You can't blame the defense. I mean, they give you everything they can first half, and then you're up 3-0. I mean, at some point, you can't keep those guys on the field and be able to sustain against a Navy offense that just grinds you down. But hey, we're 7-5. I think, Cliff, you predicted 7-5, right?
Yeah, I had 7-5, and I thought maybe I was, pessimistic, but yeah, that's where we ended up.
Yeah, no, I mean 7-5, 5-3. It'll be our second best. Is our second best conference finished in AAC ever?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at the numbers.
Yeah, I think Holden and were 5-3 that one year. But yeah, can't blame for people that are trying to say Blake Harrell. You got to evaluate Blake Harrell on the Navy game. Come on, man, y'all must have never hired anybody or been in any kind of managerial situation or anything like that. You can't evaluate that. If y'all going to evaluate him on Navy, then evaluate Scotty Montgomery on beating NC State. NC State, North Carolina, and who was Scotty Mo's other group, BYU. You already. So y'all think they should have kept Mo because he beat those 3 games? Come on, man. You can't evaluate on one freaking game. Yeah, so damn mind. All right, I'll listen now.
All right, Pace. Later, man.
All right, that'll be good.
There is B. Pace calling in Raleigh. Time of possession today, pretty typical Navy, around 35-25, 34-30 to 25-30.
It's really not that bad for a triple option team.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a hurry-up offense, triple option team. I remember at the beginning of the year, I mean, we'd have the ball for like 15 minutes some games, I'm pretty sure.
And I think a big portion of what you just said came out of halftime. Because in that first half, it was going back and forth.
They drove it down. Their first drive, they drove the ball down to 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. So that ate a chunk out of it right there.
Talked to a gentleman during the break in the UB parking lot, and he said, what was going on with Hauser? Is he hurt? And I was like, no, I don't think so. But then, he had some injury, right? And they were wondering if he was going to have surgery, or is he still lingering with something, or do you know anything, Holden?
He looked fine last week, unless something happened during practice. But I mean, yes, he did have, something lingering prior. Oh, sorry. But no, I think he just had an off day. People have off days. I had plenty of them. Hauser's had an off day today.
Clip is meeting a lot of people in parking lots.
I know. Clip has
going out there.
His Nick Burrito guy, his parking lot guy.
I enjoy when I have my smoke. If people are walking out there and they say, "Hey, Clip,"
that's cool.
I'll say, "Hey."
I think
so
you're yelling at
big
people.
Time.
Clip's yelling at people.
Like, "Hey, talk to me. Do you know who I am?" Samuel is up in Greensboro. Hey, Samuel.
What's up, Clip? What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Doing all right.
Good. First thing, happy Thanksgiving, happy belated Thanksgiving to all of you all. I am very thankful that Blake Harrell is our new head coach. Congratulations to him and his family. I'm thankful for the seniors and that they decided to play their last year here at East Carolina. Very thankful for them. Pretty disappointed in our performance today, and I believe there were some passes that could have been made and some catches that could have been received, but it is what it is. 7-5 season. I mean, after the losses we took earlier in the season, I'd take 7-5 all day long. So a little disappointed, but we're going bowling, so we did almost all we could do. Last question for the players in the room. What's the formula for selecting a bowl game? Does it depend on the games that shake out tomorrow? Does it depend on, how we can get the most support and attendance from the home team? What's that formula look like? Appreciate you guys. Go Pirates.
Good question, Samuel. Before the game on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, Bailey said he thought ECU's first wish, the game they wanted the most, was the Fenway Bowl, actually. So I guess there is a pecking order, and the better you are, the more the bowl will want you, and also the more fans you can bring. But do you know anything about that hold as far as...
It's weird. There's so many different things that go into it. And I mean, I don't know any I do know behind the scenes stories. Like, I know the fans do make a difference. I know administration has bowls that they sit down with the head coach and say, this is where we would rather go first for attendance purposes, for money purposes. But getting the pick, I do know that I was talking to someone the other day or I guess this morning, Memphis beating Tulane lowered our chances of having a better bowl technically. Like, we're going to go to a worse bowl now because Tulane's not going to go to the playoff if Boise lost. So that obviously makes it so we're down the pecking order in the American. So, I don't know. We'll have to see.
We're talking playoffs.
Wow.
If Army beats Tulane and Boise loses, does Army have a chance still?
I
might be asking the
Is
wrong
Army
people.
ranked?
They're not. They only have one loss,
and they still play Navy, but that might be too late.
You're saying if
Boise loses,
what?
Who would be the G5?
And Army beats Tulane,
then Army would go because Boise wouldn't go because they didn't win their championship.
Is Army the next team up?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
they are. Okay.
Or is UNLV ranked?
They are
ranked.
That's what 22nd, I think.
Then give me the Rebs
over Army.
They're ranked. It's the highest ranked team.
What's Army ranked?
They're not.
They have to be ranked.
They're not. We're looking at it.
The loss to Notre Dame shoved Army out of the rankings.
Yeah, Notre Dame sucks. Apparently, it's a bad loss.
Bad loss,
according to them. Yeah.
Yeah, we diverged.
And UNLV would be a better win in their conference championship. So, yeah, it would be UNLV.
UNLV lost to Syracuse and who else? I mean, they lost 2 games.
How many losses?
Boise, probably.
Oh, yep.
They lost to Boise by 5, Cuse by 3 in a crazy one on a Friday night.
Yeah.
So
does Boise play UNLV in the championship?
That would be the matchup,
Yeah. John.
Hey, Chandler.
Hey, boys.
What's up? Talk to my mom yet?
No.
All right.
Well, we'll go.
317-1250. Cheezel is hanging on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Cheezel?
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Great. What's up?
Oh, man, not too much, man. I just wanted to go ahead and say I'm very thankful today for Shirley, yourself, Kyle LaGrange, and all of Pirate Nation. It's been a long time since we were able to go around and walk with our heads held high, wearing the Pirate logo. We've been beaten down for quite some time. So it's been quite a roller coaster of a year, honestly, and I wasn't really sure what to expect after the Liberty loss. But hindsight, you got to be very happy for Blake. I just wonder, what could have been if Howard had started after the App game coming into Liberty. Things could have been a lot different. Maybe, today's game would have had a lot more meaning even. But that's all, in the past, and we can't really dwell on that. But one thing I will say is I'm very happy to see what John Gilbert has done as far as going ahead and, taking lead and making that change, listening to what Pirate Nation wanted. And not only that, but listening to what the players wanted. And the players were the ones that decided that they wanted Blake Harrell as their coach. So here's the thing. We've got a lot of guys that we need to have come back. Yannick Smith, number one guy on the board, that has to come back. Peyton Hauser, obviously, has to come back. So the administration has gone ahead and said, look, we are going to make a commitment to the coach that you want. We need to make sure that these players are going to go ahead and be committed to the program then. So as far as the coaching situation goes, I'm not sure that we would have been able to do a better job. You know, it is crazy to me that Mike Houston's still making more money than Blake Howard, but you know, that's a whole different, you know, side of the business. That's just crazy. But maybe we've learned our lessons. But I just hope these guys stick around, man. There's something to be built on here. I'm very excited about what I've seen. Today's an anomaly, man. Nobody expected us to go ahead and be in a bowl game when we were going ahead and being in Liberty and getting beat down. I mean, come on. You really think that we thought that Blake Harrell was going to rattle off what he did? He's playing with house money, and I'm okay with that at the moment. So I've got no problem. I guess the only thing that I would really go ahead and say is that, you know, if the AD is really committed to this, then he's got to put the dollars where his money is now. So he's got to go in and he's got to find somebody to go ahead and fill that defensive coordinator position. He's got to go ahead and pay John David Baker, because somebody's going to come in and pay John David Baker to take that other position. So, Mr. Gilbert, you wanted to lowball our head coach, that's fine. Make sure you put some team around him so he can continue this success. My last thing is my bowl prediction, Georgia Tech, ECU, Myrtle Beach Bowl. Boys, it's been a hell of a ride. It's been a crazy season. I've been kicked off. I've been put down. I've been held up. But I love you all. And I can't wait to see what this team can put together going forward. And I'm very excited about Pirate football and an 8-win season. Cheers, boys. Happy holidays, and let's go Pirates.
All right, Cheezel in Ocean City
Cheezel's
signing
call.
off.
Cheezel's a good call. Does he know that he can call in when we win? Because nothing was negative there. You know, he can call when we win as well. I don't know if he knows we have a show.
Been a long time since we held our heads high. We just won 4 in a row, Cheezel. He must have missed the last month.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Cheezel calling in, and he made a good point, and something that I would expect just from talking to people and just a little bit of common sense here too. Blake Harrell doesn't have head coach experience. No one really on that coaching staff has a ton of head coaching experience, if any. I would expect this defensive coordinator to be an older guy, that maybe associate head coach that has some, because you have a younger OC if we keep JDB. I would expect someone to be in place next year to kind of not mentor him, but be there through tough times. What are you going to say, Clip?
Sounds like you're talking about Ruffin McNeil.
That'd be pretty sweet.
But
I would love that.
Not
the perfect person? Yes, Ruffin McNeil. Do I think that's going to happen? No, not at all.
All right, Pirate Mike is in Pine Tops. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Blake. Good to hear from you, buddy. I moved over here 2 years ago to the big city and left Greenville. But I'm very excited about the hiring of Blake Harrell. I think if we hadn't hired him like we did this week, if Carolina beat State might have stolen him. Or, of course, Carolina fired the winningest coach in their school history, Mac Brown, and they may have taken Blake Harrell. And of course, thank goodness, back 4 or 5 weeks ago, we fired Mike Houston, and that first game that Blake coached, they looked like the old Pirates. He had them jacked up. They were playing like Pirates, like we expect, and looking ahead, the bowl, I like what that guy said about playing in the Myrtle Beach Bowl with Georgia Tech. I like playing those ACC teams. I wouldn't mind a series with Georgia Tech in Greenville. And I think we need to go back to Blacksburg this Christmas and take them some Christmas gifts and get back in their good graces. And I want those Blue Devils and Deacons down in Greenville some. I understand in 26, Wake Forest comes to Greenville. I don't know if Wake Forest has ever come to Greenville. And the only other thing I wanted to comment about as far as the AD, I think he could do a better job on the first 4 games of each season. And like next year, we go to Raleigh to play state, and I'm tickled to death with that. And then we come home to play Campbell, where I went to undergraduate, and then we play Coastal, and the 4th game we play BYU. But Hauser left Michigan State, came to Greenville. I don't know how all that came about and why Michigan State gave him up or turned him out. But I think during the off season, during the recruiting, wouldn't hurt to get a better quarterback than Hauser. I'd like someone as good as Holton Ahlers. Then I'd be tickled to death with somebody, of that caliber. And just think, though, this year, if we'd have played Tulane and Memphis, that'd probably be 2 more L's. And so we were fortunate there. But next year we play both those schools. So we've got to reload and get some better players. But I did like the enthusiasm. I got excited, and I think next year I'm going to go back and start buying season tickets again. I like what I see. And I just wish instead of Labor Day weekend, like we did this year playing Norfolk State, I like Labor Day weekend next year playing NC State. And I want those Wolfpackers and those Tar Heels down in Greenville. And we want them down here some. And that's where the AD, remember when we had Terry Holland and he had the connections, and we were playing those people all the time. No more North Carolina Centrals, A&Ts, Norfolk States. I mean, that doesn't help us out any. But anyhow, I'm very excited about Pirate football. We won 4 in a row. Like some of the callers said, Navy just has our number. And we could have prepared for a month. And Navy's it's hard to stop that triple option. Okay, let me let you go. Hey, I'll take 7 and 5 over 2 and 10. And then what Charlotte did to us, I wasn't happy about that. That's why Houston had to go, plus what Army did. So thank God the AD did that, and that's not ever easy. But I think things are looking up now. I feel very good about Pirate football. I think we're next year, if we beat State, of course, we'll beat Campbell, Coastal, and if we beat BYU, hey, I think Pirate football's back. Can't ask for any more. Okay, thanks for taking my call, fellas.
All right, Mike. A lot done.
Hey, Shirley.
Yeah, keep it going, man. Keep going.
Taking my call. I appreciate the fine job you do, too. Right. So.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that very much.
No, hey, keep your eye on those guys around there. Don't let them give you a hard time.
Oh, no. I know how to keep them in line.
Okay. I'll see you later. We got things going on over here in Pine Tops. Tarboro says they want to come over and scrimmage ECU. I don't know if ECU wants that or not. But
and Vikings are tough, ain't they?
I think they just want to. They've won 3 state titles in a row now.
Yeah. What you got going on tonight, Mike?
The 25th was my birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
I just got back off of Amtrak from Durham. I spent 4 days up there with my son and my 2 granddaughters. And prior to that, on Wednesday, I went to Wilson, and all my children came there, and we ate at Western Sizzling. And then after that,
nice.
I went with my son to Durham, But I rode the train back. I couldn't ask him to drive me 2 hours each way, I said, hey, I'll just get on Amtrak. And it worked out beautifully. And I didn't even see the game on TV. I just got home in Pine Tops. I listened to it on the radio.
Good deal.
So, but I'm going to get season tickets next year.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Well, I mean, I hope BYU can find their way to Greenville. And aren't they still nationally ranked?
Yeah. They've lost a couple now, but they can probably take the Amtrak here.
Don't they have that Rocco guy coaching them?
No.
Anymore. Okay.
Solani, what's his name?
He was thinking Bronco Mendenhall.
Yeah, because
Kalani
a couple
Sataki.
years ago we went out there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Yes,
this
sir.
is where they agreed to, But I want Gilbert to be working on that Duke coach from Miami, getting them down here to Greenville and getting Wake Forest down. That's what the people want to see.
Yes, sir.
People don't want to pay $70-some to see Norfolk State.
All right, Mike, you said it all. Yep.
I'm not going to do it.
No, sir.
And that's why I hadn't been buying season tickets. But, we got to put a product on the field, and I think Blake, he can do it. I do know if Gilbert hadn't gone ahead and hired him, I know if Carolina beat State would have taken him.
Yeah, I don't know, but all right, Mike.
And I think Chapel Hill might. Chapel Hill's talking about taking that OC for the Steelers, but
yeah, Arthur Smith.
Let me ask you one other thing before I go.
All right.
I've been gone for about 4 or 5 days. Why did the Tar Heels fire Mack? I mean, he's the all-time winningest coach up there.
He stinks.
And I thought he'd turned things around for him since he's been up there.
They hadn't been very good. I think his glory days are behind him, so they want to go something newer.
Oh, okay. They want to get somebody younger.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that quarterback he had that went to the Patriots, and then the quarterback where his father and his brother played at Chapel.
Yeah, Drake May.
He could anticipate that, and this guy he's using now isn't all that great. He can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
What do you got, Caden?
All right.
Okay. I appreciate you listening to me.
Yes, sir. Fans are enjoying it. All right, Mike. Thank you, man. There's Pirate Mike.
Hey, thank you, Blake. Bye, Shirley.
All right, Blake, signing off. Y'all call me Blake from now on. If Pirate Mike says my name's Blake, then damn it, my name's Blake. And Shirley, is that the longest call of all time? That's got to be close to a record.
That might be. I cannot recall a telephone call that took that long.
The Pirate Mike Show. Alex said, stop it, clip. Zach said, give this guy a segment. So a lot of people, Western Sizzler, 100%.
Took the Amtrak, too. He was
Pirate Mike Show. Jonathan says, give this man a show. We might have to get Pirate Mike after the whole Naylor show. Y'all can share a studio with him. Pirate Mike Show.
He can have it, man. He should take the whole morning, the 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Whole time slot. We
talk about what he's done yesterday.
Gonna take the Amtrak up to Durham.
That was good.
Pirate Mike, we hope to hear from you after the bowl game. Charlie says, please just let this call be the entire highlight package for the fifth quarter. All right, let's take a break.
It might be.
Yeah. Nolan, Connor, and Big Tim. You got a tough act to follow. All right, back with you on the Pirate Mike Show after this.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserba brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
This holiday season, get ready to glow like never before. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to filler, skincare, and more, this is your time to shine. And starting Monday, December 2nd, we're kicking off our 12 days of Christmas. Each day will feature a new opportunity to save on your favorite services and products. But don't wait. These deals are only available for one day. Stop by Beauty Bar Medi-Spa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, or visit beautybarmedispa.com. Your glow up awaits at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa, your holiday beauty destination.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged out.
Pirate Radio.
It's never like the same stuff you hear every morning or like every afternoon on talk shows.
Your locally owned, locally operated radio station.
There's always new content.
That's the way I like it.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Welcome back. Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy to get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter. Here's Clip Brock.
Pirate Mike, call of the year. I do, seriously, if anybody knows Rod in Wilmington who used to call in, we called him the old cowboy. Remember him, Shirley? Every time he called, it sounded like he was smoking a Marlboro on his rocking chair. I miss Rod's calls, so if anybody knows him, I hope he's doing all right and would love to hear from him. Let's see who hung on through Mike's call. Colson, Tim, Connor. We'll get to Nolan and Raleigh now on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Hey, Nolan. Couldn't hang on. Big Mike might have cleared the lines. Let's see. Or Pirate Mike, sorry. Connor in Bladenboro. Hey, Connor.
Hey, how's it going, man? How you doing, bud?
All right. How are you?
Doing good, man. Just got a couple quick things to say. Thank y'all so much for letting me get on. Happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. Just got a couple things to talk about. I'm loving the QB change here with Caden. I think he could be our next Shane Carden or Holt Nailers here. And I'm also loving Rajay. You know, he could be our next Chris Johnson. You know, and I'm loving it so much. I will say my big problem today with it though was Anthony Smith, 017. Boy is just super afraid of the jug machine, man. He can't catch water if it fell out of a bucket. It's just sad. You know, terrible win today. I'm super excited for the future, though, man. Super excited for the future. And I'm just really hoping that we can somehow one day pick this thing up and stop being a sorry football team. That's all I got, man.
All right, Connor. Thanks for the call. Rajay has one more game to be our next Chris Johnson. Anthony Smith has been pretty solid all year. Today was not his best day.
It wasn't, but look, I will say he's a deep threat. He's a guy that's going to run go balls, going to run post balls. That's what he's meant to do. That's what this offense fits him perfectly, and he had opportunities today that he was beating people and didn't get the ball, and then there was times where he was not catching the ball over the middle. So yeah, I mean, look, we lost. The offense didn't have their best day. Multiple people didn't, and it's what sports is. Sports, sometimes you have off days, and today was an off day, and we played a triple option team who's really, really good, who's has, 2 losses versus really good teams. So, hate to say it, but it happens. I mean, that's just, especially at receiver, that's just kind of how it is sometimes.
David said, fifth quarter could pick up Western Sizzler as a new sponsor. Also, Jonathan says Pirate Mike should be the next full-time voice of the Pirates. Just let him ramble through the entire game. That'd be pretty good, actually.
Be entertaining.
Yeah. All right. We go to Big Tim in Washington. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Clip. I'm just want to say thank you for doing a pregame basketball show. I don't know if there was a football game today or not, but I also wish somebody would have let me know. You know, I might have gone. But I'm just excited for us to hang up the banner for the 5th place at the Boardwalk Battle.
Yes, sir.
I'm super excited for that.
It might be up there when we go to Minji's tonight. It should be.
It might be. I mean, I heard there's a ceremony or something. I don't really know.
Last time they did a banner unveiling, it didn't go well, if I recall. Had an issue with the women's banner, but maybe they'll get it right tonight.
Second time's a charm, you know. But, again, I wish somebody let me know for the football game. Maybe somebody can tell me next time we have a home football game, But thanks for the show.
All right. Thank you, Big Tim. Pirates and Aggies going at it, 5:30, Minji's Coliseum. Colson is in Chocowinity. What's up, Colson?
What's up? I'm just going to say the offense could have been a lot better. I mean, they got better at the end of the game. Like, it was not good at the start.
Well, like Caden said, our offense finally woke up about the time our defense started allowing touchdowns. It didn't coincide very well.
Yeah, what I find is a little bit annoying how they praise the military even though we're going against them.
You know what? I'm with you, man.
It's a different day.
Dude, hey, Military Appreciation Day. Let's do that against Tulsa or something. Temple. Yeah, not Navy.
Navy is the military hate game.
Yeah. Good call, Colson.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Well, yeah, I got one more thing. Let's go Pirates.
All right, buddy. There is Colson and Chocowinity.
Yeah, that's a good call out.
I've always wondered that. Like, is every away game Navy's at, like, military appreciation game?
I don't know, man. It might just be us. I remember that time that Navy made y'all wear some uniforms.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Yeah.
What game was that?
So, Navy had to go on a trip right after the game. And they're like, hey, can y'all wear, white uniforms so we can wear these? ECU should have said, hell no. Yeah. We're home. We pick our clothes.
Yeah.
So we roll over for the middies.
We do.
So you can beat them.
Colson, that's a great call. What did he say? Don't support the military on when you play Navy. Shirley, let's get one more before we take a break. Kendall's up in Aden. Hello, Kendall.
What's up, Flip?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm about to hop on the Amtrak to head to West.
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, I got some extra seats here if y'all want to join me. But today I thought the difference in the offense really, we moved the ball up and down the field the first couple of drives, but to me, the run game kind of disappeared after the first quarter. Last week we were able to run the ball pretty good with, all 3 of our running backs. But today Navy did a really good job of stopping the run, and we had to become, one-dimensional. And it for a day for Cake not to have his best game, and your offense had to become one-dimensional. Today was not the day, but this was a game we didn't win. We could have won, probably should have won, but I didn't think Navy was that much better than we were. But I feel like if we're able to pop a couple of runs there, like we were able to do in that second half against North Texas, I think you're able to control the ball a little bit more and play complementary football offensively. And so that's what I kind of felt like that was the difference today. But anyways, enjoy you guys. Appreciate what you do. Y'all have a good night.
All right, KP, later, buddy. It's the obvious, but Rajay said it after the game. MO missed opportunities. Said you can't miss opportunities against Navy, a Navy team like that. He said they left a lot of points out there on the field in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, we had an opportunity to beat a triple option squad, and I've said this before, is like you get up on them by 14 points, and we had a chance to get up on them 14 points. And then if you don't, at least get field goals, which we weren't getting that. So, I mean, we had opportunities, and the name of the game is making the most of the opportunities you get, and just today we didn't. And when you fall behind, or, you get – I told Kate when it was 3-0, I think either going into the half or right before the half, the first half in, we kind of were playing them really – I mean, we were playing them very, very good defense. I told Kate, and I said, this is a close game, and this is the exact game Navy wants, and this is not the game that we want to be playing in. So we're playing into the way they want to be played, the game they want to be playing, and 9 times out of 10, Navy's going to win those games.
Hey, you mentioned the run game. I'm going to just have a harp on the run game all season. I wish we rotated the backs a little bit more. London Montgomery would get his burst, Marlon Goen would get his burst, and then we don't see him for like four more drives. It was insane. I think each back plays their purposes, and I don't think all season we've used them to their purposes at all.
So today, did we just go full drives basically? Like Rajay got a couple, and then Montgomery came in, and then Gunn had one. You'd rather see them interchange. They want to go so fast. I guess they don't.
And I know that might not match our scheme, but interchange them a little bit more because I love watching London Montgomery. I hope he stays this next year. He has such a great future. He's such a bursty back. He's so much fun to watch, and he has that getaway, and him and Gunn as well. They have that getaway speed when you need it to, just get away. And then I love Rajay mixing it with the power.
And Rajay's shown these last few weeks he's a great closer, finisher in the games.
Yeah,
he's done that. I'm with you there, Kate. All right, Bill and Camden, we'll get to you when we return at U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. Next to Little Caesars on Charles Boulevard in Greenville, in front of Lowe's Home Improvement on Memorial Drive in Greenville, next to Walmart 10th Street in Greenville, and the U.S. Cellular store in the Greenville Mall behind Chick-fil-A. 317-1250. We will be back with more of your calls. Raiders hanging in there, J-Bone. 10-3. Chiefs lead at second quarter. Back with you after this.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here, Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Want to hop on here, huge announcement. We are starting our Wrap It Up sales event. That's right, we're going to liquidate all our new inventory, make room for the 25s, have huge selection of pre-owned vehicles starting at $5,999 and up. So remember, we're going to Wrap It Up sales event starting Black Friday all through December. So drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the Game Day pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the Game Day pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
Pirate Radio.
You must be a pirate for the Pirate's Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, in college basketball, West Virginia is leading 24th ranked Arizona 61-56 with about 4 minutes left to go in that game. BYU has a comfortable 52-32 lead over NC State in the second half. And Pitt and Ohio State are in a battle. Ohio State leads it 86-82 with about a minute left to go in overtime. In the NBA earlier today, the Knicks beat the Hornets 99-98. Brandon Miller finished with 20 points. The Hurricanes are on the ice. They just finished the second period, and they are tied with the Florida Panthers at 3 apiece. And in football, it's Mississippi State leading Ole Miss 14-10 in the second quarter, and Sam Houston leads Liberty 17-2 in the second quarter. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of pirates, and they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and free entry for ladies all weekend long. And you can follow The Buck on Instagram for an updated schedule, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter. Here's Clip.
All right, nobody cares, but I'll look it up anyway. Who is going to play in the Conference USA Championship? It'll be Jacksonville State versus either Liberty, Sam Houston, or Western Kentucky. Sam Houston's 5-2, so they would be 6-2 if they hold on to that lead over Liberty. as championship week coming up next week. All right, we got Jeff and Peyton and Camden hanging on. We'll go to Bill in Elizabeth City. He joins us here on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Hello, Bill.
Hey, fellas. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
All right. I was at the game today, and I just want to address a couple things. Absolutely missed opportunities in the beginning of the game. But this is what I noticed. Is no separation from the wide receivers, and that causes Caton to, take 1, 2, 3, and he can't get the ball out of his hands and throw the pass. So, in my opinion, that was kind of like, one, it takes a long time. 1, 2, I'm watching it. He's checking off people, but there's no separation. And we tried to run the ball. We had it here and there, but it was kind of like off and on. But I don't know if we need, what I'm saying is I knew that was going to come. It's we didn't score early, and Navy was going to kind of grind us down. But my concern is do we need to I don't know, enter the portal with faster? I'm just watching it. On your take on it, because there was just no separation today, and maybe that's Navy, but Navy's kind of whatever. But it's he's back there, and he's I'm watching it, and it's 1, 2, and it's and no, I mean, we didn't even go deep today at all. And I don't know, is that play design? I just want to get your take on that. I mean, I'm sure y'all noticed that. It's there was no rhythm, and we're a rhythm offense, and we just would not get. I don't know, does Blake Harrell have a OC question? I'm just throwing it out there.
Ooh, all right.
I'm gonna let you go.
All right, Bill.
Oh, Bill, you're probably not going to like what I'm going to say. Rhythm. Did we have a rhythm problem today? Yes. Did we have a separation problem today or all year? No. I think we've had really, really, really good receiver play. That's something that I watch. I watch the concepts during the plays. And even the ones that we weren't completing, the ones we weren't hitting on, the receivers still had separation. Now, did we have time sometimes? Did we overthrow them sometimes? Did we complete them sometimes? I don't think separation has been the problem the entire year. And offense coordinator problems? Absolutely not. JDB's the guy. We need to keep JDB here. I think he is the guy that all ECU fans want to keep here. I think Caton Hauser's the guy that all these ECU fans want to keep here. And I think the young receivers that have a chance to return next year are all the ones that ECU fans want them to return. So rhythm problems today, yes. Separation problems today or all year? Absolutely not.
There were plays left on the field today, right, guys? I mean, not the 2-yard runs to Rajay that Navy had shut down pretty much the entire time, but Anthony Smith out there open and for whatever reason couldn't connect. I mean, there was a lot of plays out there that could have been made.
Yeah, I don't want to seem like I was being disrespectful to Billy. He may have seen something that I didn't see. I like to watch the outside guys because Anthony Smith can roll. I like watching him. I like watching Yannick Smith. Maybe on the inside a little bit more. Winston Wright's banged up. But I just know on the outside, which as soon as I like to read the coverage when I'm watching the game. I like to read the coverage, the safeties. And if there's any one-on-one, I always watch the outside guys. And they were off today. They weren't pressed. The DBs weren't pressing the receivers, but we had a lot of one-on-one matchups. And when they ran go balls, when they ran these post balls, they were creating separation. Now, maybe on the inside, it could have been a little bit different. Didn't want to seem like I was disrespecting Bill there, but I didn't see any separation today.
No, I agree. No rhythm at all. And I wish we did take more shots downfield. I know we did take our shots. We had missed opportunities. But when you're playing a team like Navy, we kind of played to their game. We ran the ball, I thought, a lot. They outthrew us for a while in the game. And when you're playing against DBs of that caliber, and I think the receiving core for our team is probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest position group on our team. It's just you're playing DBs at Navy. These guys weren't highly recruited. They're not the most athletic guys. We have really athletic receivers. Take your shots. Take your shots at least once every 4 downs. Take a shot. Or 3 downs. My fault. Thank you for correcting that. And at least I wish we threw more curls early on in the game and not those little pops. Pop. But I kind of agree with the rhythm on that one.
All right, Camden, you are up next in Raleigh. Hey, Camden.
Hi.
What's up?
Can you hear us? Go ahead, Camden. So today was a little bit of a rough game, I think. it was also kind of the refs. I noticed there's some bad calls. Refs probably need to get a different job, but they're not so good refing at football. But it was a rough game today. I think the players. I think one of the callers said that Anthony Smith was having some trouble. It's not just Anthony Smith. It's kind of every wide receiver and Caden Hauser. So there were some throws that Caden Hauser was questionable today. But then some of them, I think, the wide receivers could have catch. And one final thing is, thank you to all the players who signed my football today, especially Jaden McKenzie, Roger Harris, and Javon Rebel. Savage. Sorry.
Awesome. Yeah, glad you got some good Pirate autographs today.
That's awesome. I remember when I was a kid, like even just seeing ECU players, I'd freak out. So that's really cool.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Camden.
Holton, he wants to get yours, by the way. We'll have to catch you sometime soon.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Mom wants to say something right quick. As a mom, I thought there's a little bit of unsportsmanlike behavior on Navy side, and I just want to say thanks for keeping it classy, ECU. Go Pirates.
All right, there is Camden and Mama calling in there. And, we've had a few calls and a few comments on the unsportsmanlike conduct of our Naval Academy.
Yeah, look, I love a good chippy football game, though. That's just, as a former player...
Makes it fun.
Yeah, it makes it fun. I mean, look, be chippy. I mean, not in a bad way. Do it within the lines, but football's not a soft sport. So just go out there, have fun, be chippy, do it between the lines.
Nobody's brought it up, so I guess I will. ECU shouldn't be celebrating down that many points with not a lot of time left, but Yannick Smith got pushed in the back late, so he decided to go between the legs and pull a fadeaway in a guy's face.
I'm not going to lie. He shot it. He didn't just...
Yeah. I mean, off his face.
Let's be real. They already threw the flag on Navy.
Yeah.
You don't have much to lose. You're not gaining much off that. Go
15
back
yards
on the kickoff.
Guess who hated it? Our 84-year-old intern, Jarrett. What's wrong, Jarrett? You didn't like that?
Dude, we're down by like a lot.
I agree. Like, if I'm on the team, I would be so mad. But as like a fan, I think that's absolutely hilarious. And
I thought it was hilarious, but it's like, come on, man.
But you're not watching a comedy?
No. This ain't stand-up, dude. This ain't Night at the Apollo. Hand the ball to the ref. Let's go to the sideline.
He did it in slow motion, too. And, like, going through your head, you're just like, no way he's going to shoot this.
Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it. Right in the face. In the face.
Nothing but net.
There, he drilled it. That was funny. All right. Let's go to Peyton. I can't say that place.
Angier.
Hey, Peyton.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Football's good, dude. I was just calling in. I don't got much to say, but just calling in because, man, I agree with Colson on this. We were sitting on the Navy side, and it's hard to cheer against Navy, being like they fought for us, man. Like how can you really cheer against them?
All right.
By Navy guys, man. And
I get so sick of that. These guys on the field have not fought for us. They maybe will, and that's great. But we're playing football. We don't have to like bend over backwards to Navy. We're playing a football game. I hate the, should I pull for my team today because we're playing against Navy? It's a football game. It's not a war. It's not life or death. It's okay to root against Navy in football.
Oh yeah, I agree. I was just really calling in to, say I agree with Colson, man.
All right, Peyton.
Was that you with the I hate the troops chant? Was that you?
All right, everybody. I hate the troops. Nobody joined in for some reason.
Man.
No, of course we support our military, and hell, they let us do this dumb show and, have freedom and all that. But I'm not going to, change my fan habits because we play them,
Agreed.
It's annoying.
You know what I would have wished? When Navy got all excited in the fourth quarter? I wish we would have started that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say something too. There was no purple gold chance all year this year. Beginning of the game, during the game, there was very little.
I know you're gonna get fact checked here by the chat.
I want to hear more.
They start the game with purple gold chant.
Jared, you had a very visceral reaction to that. What would you like to say?
I just know when I was at the UTSA game, there was a purple and gold chant at the most inappropriate time when we're third down and we have the ball, and then the cheerleaders are like, purple, gold.
Yeah, well,
it's like, how about we just shut up and let them run the play?
I just want to hear it more. I know, as Jack Powers is one of our best friends. Jack transferred here, and after the first game versus NC State, he was like, dude, the purple gold chant is like the coolest thing in the world. And that multiple guys who have transferred here from other schools who don't do stuff like that during the games mention that. And like, that is a cool thing that we don't need to let that tradition just die. It doesn't need to be something we just do before the game starts. So let's do it throughout the game.
Wait, last fan comment. You know what drives me crazy, Clip? Maybe it drives you crazy as well, is when they hit the get loud chant when we're on offense.
That is bad.
Do they do that?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't been to a game this year. So.
That's where when you really get under, you do one of these bad boys, Caden.
Oh, I bet as a quarterback you like doing
That's
that,
the best
right?
feeling in the world, yeah.
You got crowd control.
Yeah.
All right, we go to, did that put Bowers over 50, Bone? Let's see where he is.
Had to have.
Brock Bowers has, oh, God, wait. Hopefully they haven't updated yet. 4 for 32. That can't be right, can it?
No, he had 21 earlier.
All right.
And there's no way that was 11.
Okay. Hopefully they'll update it. We go to Jeff in Clayton. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, fellas. How you doing?
Doing good, man.
Awesome. Hey, a little frustrating today. Disappointed the way it turned out. Just, I think, lack of execution, maybe some emotion let down from the coaching thing. But the main reason I was calling, I am so glad to be a Pirate. My voice is shot for today. I'm so proud to be a Pirate. I like the chippiness, right, Kate? I'm with you. You know, let's get it. You want to shut them up? Go out there, let's play. But one of the things I want to let y'all know is one of the best things that's come out of the last year, two seasons, the last 2 seasons when we've been terrible, is listening to y'all. I love this show. You guys put up with a lot of knuckleheads, a lot of people calling in, just bad-mouthing everything all the time. And you know what? You know, that's easy to do when you haven't been in the arena, right? You guys have, and it's great that you can sit in there and give us your feedback, your insight. I mean, I have just loved it. So that's one great thing that's come out to me the last couple of years. I really think we're on the right track. I love Coach Harrell. I think we're going to do great things. Was today disappointing? Yeah. But guess what? We're going to have disappointing games. We're not going to lose every single one. But I am proud to be a Pirate. I love listening to y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let the knuckleheads get to you. And go Pirates.
All right, Jeff. That call fired me up.
That is a good one. Yeah, appreciate the support, Jeff.
Thank you for acknowledging that I have been there and been in the wars. Oh, wait, you were talking to them, not me. Okay, fair enough.
No, Jeff, we've had fun, too. Me and Caden were pretty close to becoming on a year of launching the podcast, and this is our first year with the Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. Obviously, you know, we've been on Pirate Radio for a few years now. Probably our first year kind of as, like, media, I guess, not as players. But we've had a blast with it, and we'll be back next year too, so we're really excited.
I haven't signed my extension, but we'll see.
If we don't sign you now, Carolina or State could sign
you. Good
for their show.
We'll take them to the Amtrak. Go to.
It's a short ride on the Amtrak. All right. Oh no! Don't look, Jarrett. Don't look. Yeah, you missed the field goal. 317-1250. Blaine is up in Davie County. Hey, Blaine.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, bud?
Nothing much.
Man, I felt like he was about to have a great point. Blaine, you broke up on us. Are you still there? All right, call back, Blaine. We'll move you to the head of the line. I'm going to try Larry in Vanceboro. All right, what's up, Larry? Larry.
Oh, Larry here.
Hey, Larry.
Look, I'm not usually a caller, but a previous caller set me off.
Oh.
Talking about, well, the media said we're going to win 6 games, so I don't hate today. I'll take 7 wins. Who gives a turkey about what a random media member said 12 games ago? We're evaluating this game by what we've seen out of these players and this coaching for the last 11 games. This is our chance to beat Navy at home with a backup quarterback, and we blew it. Pirate Nation has fallen into a trance of celebrating mediocrity, and I'm tired of it. Every year we don't compete for a conference championship is a failure. I mean, yeah, I'm saying it. Every year Houston was here was a failure. I'm as big a Holton fan as anybody, but the failure started when that POS Jeff Comfort fired Russ McNeil after winning 5 games with a D3 quarterback. We'll never know the height that Holton could have taken ECU to because of the Pirate Antichrist, Jeff Comfort. That's all I got. Bye.
Larry, hard to disagree with some of that. It went a little strong at the end.
When Larry said
that POS.
I thought he was about to say me.
I was hoping he was.
I didn't know how.
Caden got so fired up. He was like, finally, yeah.
Yeah, Caden has a secret burner that just trash talks me every day.
That's not true.
But, I mean, look, at the beginning of the year, me and Caden went through it on the podcast, and we went through the schedule, and I said we should win 9 to 10 games. I said 9 regular season, 10, and then if you hopefully make the conference championship. I still believe we should have won that. Minimum 9 games. Like, the schedule was probably the worst in East Carolina history. I've said it many a times on air before. This isn't a new thing I'm saying, and many other people have said it too. And even if it's not, you still, like he said, I love hey, let's go compete. Let's not, 7-5 is good, but it's not where we want to be. And even when I went 7-5 twice, 8-5 with a bowl game, yes, that was good because we were trying to flip the program, but once we flipped it, it was flipped, and let's go win more games. In my senior year, we went 8-5. I wish we would have won more. Thought we could have won more. I'm not going to say it was a failure, but it wasn't what we wanted to be, which was in the conference championship.
And I'm with you, Larry. Like I predicted 7-5, but that doesn't mean like I'm happy with the loss today because it was pretty pitiful, especially when you had those opportunities in the first half. So. I like your attitude, Larry. Let's win more.
We need more people.
Let's get into
attitude.
the conference championship.
We need people that are playing and around the program to think that exact same way.
Yeah.
To be honest,
like me, my preseason prediction, I said 10-2.
Caden was too high on the Pirates. Blame him for believing too much.
I got hate for having too much positivity.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you were wrong.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm
like. Last caller.
Larry. Last caller, Larry.
I don't believe in mediocrity. I crushed the word right there.
Shirley, can we get Blaine real quick? Because he was on. He dropped. Line 2. Blaine, go ahead real quick. What's up?
Yeah, man. Hey, sorry about that. I was just saying that we had a couple of explosive runs early on, and it was looking great. And we missed a couple throws. I think it looked like Hauser was something was going on. He hadn't looked that bad all year. But my real question is we got down a little bit, and they went to some drop 8 and ran some quarters. And I thought we could have taken advantage of some deep digs, and we did hit a couple of them. But when they were in that split safety look, man, I thought we could have run the ball a little bit better. I don't know what happened later on. Early, we had those explosive runs. I was wondering what you guys saw to where they basically stoved us up later in the game.
All right, that's above my pay grade, so I'm going to go to the quarterbacks here.
Respect, first of all. He either had the notes or nose ball, one of the two, or both. When you're talking about going the quarters, look, that's what I kind of was talking about earlier. Is like it ended up being man coverage. Like they were playing like 6 to 7 yards off with no safety help, which in quarters, which is cover 4 for people who don't know, the DB is at anywhere from 6 to 12 yards. He'll back up once the play starts, once he gets a vertical threat, which means the receiver starts running at him. Once you get to about 12 yards, if the DB has no one in front of him other than the receiver running at him, that turns into man coverage, and that's where Anthony Smith is really, really good, is attacking his leverage, then running a go ball, running a post route. We've seen him score on those. Same with Deonnick Smith. They're both really good with that. That's, Caden, you said earlier, we wish we would attack the deep ball a little bit more. I think those coverages fit the receivers that we were playing today, especially without Chase out there, with Winston not being the best. That's where you attack quarters coverage, which they played a lot of today, is with, I thought it fit our receiver's skill set perfectly, and we didn't take as many shots as I would have loved to. But I was telling you this on the way over here. It's hard for JDB to call it when he called him early. First play of the game, actually, we ran a double move and should have probably hit him for a touchdown. It's hard to call things when your quarterback's not hitting it and you're just not connecting.
That's why the fifth quarter's great. We can have calls like Pirate Mike. We can break down X's and O's. We can do it all. All right, Bobby, hang on. We'll get to you right after the break, I promise. We'll also get to some audio. We'll have our Brown and Wood drive of the game. A lot more to go on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Back with you after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Happy holidays, folks. This is Captain Bo Brooks from Pirate Waters Outfitter, 108 North Market Street, downtown Washington, where we have gifts for everyone, including Turtle Box, Smithy Cast Ironware, AFCO Marshware, and Bubba Blade products. We also are a fully functional fly shop, and we carry Grundon's offshore foul weather gear. Come see us this holiday season and get the gift for the one you love in Washington, North Carolina.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new fall weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, we got open lines if you want to jump in. Pirate Hoops tipping off in about 15 minutes as they take on North Carolina A&T, trying to get to 7-1 on the year. We do have Bobby hanging on the Big Rock Power Sports live line, and we got a big play, J-Bone. We've got a Raiders long return to the 25. Raiders down 16-3 in the third quarter against the Chiefs on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Bobby in West Palm Beach, what's up?
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hey, appreciate you guys staying on so long, and obviously another great year on the 5th quarter. 5-6 weeks ago, none of us would have complained if we went 7-5 and got to a bowl game. I mean, it's been a great run. Kind of disappointing in today, so kind of sucked. Kind of knew it was going to be a bad day when I turned on ESPN at 12 o'clock and Andre Ware was on the game. I mean, oh my God, that guy he's terrible. He's ridden that Heisman Trophy for 35 years. So congrats to him. But oh my God, he's awful. But anyway, I want to talk about the offense today. Obviously we let those first couple chances go by with no points. And then, when the game was kind of in the balance in the third quarter, early fourth quarter, when Navy started to take control of the game, we had like 3 straight third downs where it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9. And we're throwing that little pass out there in the flat that got stuffed by Navy like 3 times in a row. We never even sniffed the first down on 3rd down. I think we ended up going for it on 4th and getting it one time. I'm just wondering what you guys think about that, not throwing the ball past the sticks at a time in the game when it was so crucial to do so and keep the ball out of Navy's hands so we could, possibly win that game. I mean, it just seemed like, when you got 3rd and 6, you better throw it 7 or 8 yards down the field at least. We just didn't seem to do it. And, Navy kept getting the ball back and just pounding it down the field for 7 points. So just curious what the quarterbacks think about that, especially, when they've been in that position before. And are you ever tempted to just change the play? I mean, it was just getting blown up by Navy every time. Thanks, guys.
Saw some comments on that, guys, that and I think Bobby's right, like 3 third downs, they would go screen pass.
It was weird.
And I hated who they're throwing it to Rajay, and Rajay is good for like positions he's good in. He's not a receiving type open field running back type guy. I'd rather a more shifty receiver catch those
Winston
balls.
Wright's perfect for that. But Rajay had we ran it one of the first 2 drives, or at least in the first quarter, and it was a really, really successful play. And then we ran it 3 more times, at least 2 more times. I think it was 3 more times after that, and it didn't work out. And look, I know what they're thinking. It's a numbers game. So it's a trips 3x1 set, and Rajay's in the backfield, and then they motioned Rajay out to make it a 4x1 set, which is an unbalanced set. And it's just a numbers game. We actually had the numbers. We had 3 blockers on 3 defenders, which means we have an extra guy, and the extra guy has the ball. It should have been a great play. But once it doesn't work 1 or 2 times, you got to get away from it, especially on 3rd down. Like you said, though, Winston Wright, if he wasn't banged up, I know Jari Patterson, we did a really, really good job the last couple of weeks on getting him in these jet sweeps. He's done a really good job in that gadget role. I'd like to maybe seen him a little bit there. But I don't think it was Rajay or anything, the problem like that. I think it's just Navy got hit with it one time, and then they guarded it differently.
I agree with you. I just don't think Rajay was the guy to catch that play.
No, yeah.
Even if you have Winston Wright out or Winston Wright banged up, there has to be another receiver in that receiving room who can be more successful with that play than your running back, who's more
between the tackles.
Yeah, between the tackle type running back. But I will give Navy credit. They played that play so well when it was one, man versus man. They held those man up. They made those open field tackles like they need to. Navy played that incredibly.
Which is hard, and there's probably, that is literally just like following your assignment and shedding blocks, which I'm assuming the Naval Academy and the academies are really, really good at because they're disciplined. That's all about being disciplined.
All right, Brown and Wood Drive of the Game is brought to you by Brown and Wood, serving the Pirate Nation, Eastern North Carolina for over 80 years. Brown and Wood has 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal, and that is you leave a happy customer every time. Brown and Wood on Greenville Boulevard, Greenville. Online, brownandwoodauto.com. I guess the drive that made it a 1-score game, 21-13. Winston Wright scored on a pass from Caden Hauser. 16 plays, 78 yards, took up 5 minutes. Nice chunk of ECU's time of possession today. Just looking at it, the Navy drives went 8 minutes for their first score, 2 minutes on another one that ended on a 36-yard touchdown, 1 minute on a 61-yard pass, 2:46 on a 38-yard run, and then 9 seconds late in the game. But yeah, they had one drive in the third quarter that took up half the quarter. Over half the quarter.
First drive of the quarter.
Yeah, that's tough right there to make it 7-3. But our drive of the game made it 21-13, and you thought the Pirates had a bit of a chance there in the fourth, but our defense couldn't get off the field late in the game.
Did the over hit today?
So depending on where you got it, because it was like, did it go to 54.5 the last time we looked? So I think it was like a half point under.
Wow.
But I mean, if you took the under, if you took the over, this was not a bad beat. If you took the under, you deserved the win today.
The live bet over-under was 23.5 at halftime.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Because it was 3-0, right?
3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Chad is up in Greenville on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Chad?
Hey, Clipper. Hey, I'm just curious, man. It's like, what caused the uproar off the sideline? And I thought we were going to have a fight. I know it would have been a fight if it had been NC State. That's all I got.
All right. Is he talking about between quarters, or I was listening on the radio when Rajay got hit? Apparently, there was some pushing and shoving.
Yeah, there
after
was
that.
there then.
So I don't know what he's referring to. Are you still there, Chad? Probably not. He's gone. The between quarter thing is just, I guess, something Navy does. Holden said, from a Pirate standpoint, I don't like that, but from a football player standpoint, you kind of liked it.
I literally was like, I want to go out there and play right now. And
I told you I was holding him back.
But then, there's also a point, and I know guys in that locker room, and I'm like, there has to be a point of all right, do that on our field. Watch what's going to happen. And didn't happen. We had a little bit of burst though. You could see the energy happen, and the fans got into it. Football's supposed to be chippy. Let's not make it soft. Football's supposed to be chippy. Let's not get mad at teams for being chippy when it's a violent sport. Let's have fun with it and enjoy it. That's what makes football football.
All right. If you want to get in, now's the time to do it. 317-1250. We'll
I'd like
come
to give
back.
a shout out.
Go ahead, Holt.
Avery on YouTube says, get the scrubs off the panel. What did the tight end who played QB in the room have to say about the offense today? Avery, why don't you call in? Let's chat.
317-1250. Use that phone and call in.
I know he's not talking about me. I didn't have the size for tight end.
I had too much size for tight end. I would have been a guard, Holton. Where would you put me?
I don't know. I think you have the heart of a fullback, Clip.
I do.
You scored a couple touchdowns, too.
Get me in there. All right. Avery, we are expecting your call. 317-1250.
Yeah, call in.
Back with Avery after this.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni.
Bust it.
We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water, and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Anthony Skallick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates!
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is ending the month with huge Black Friday deals. Come in and register at Doug Henry to win up to $75,000 in prizes. No purchase is necessary. They are also offering no payments till 2025. This is a Black Friday event you don't want to miss. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Pirate Radio.
You know, for having such a bleak outlook on pirates, you're well on your way to becoming one.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, the two college football games that are underway are now at the half. Sam Houston leads Liberty 17-9 at halftime, and Ole Miss has a 17-14 lead over Mississippi State at the half. In men's college basketball, Pittsburgh outlasted Ohio State 91-90 in overtime. Unranked West Virginia upset 24th-ranked Arizona 83-76 in overtime. This game has got just about 3.5 minutes left to go. BYU leads NC State 67-52. The Carolina Hurricanes are in action with 6 minutes left to go in the third period. They are trailing the Florida Panthers 5-3. And the Chiefs have a, what was it again?
A 16-10 lead over the Raiders, start of the fourth quarter.
And that is your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of pirates, and they are open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and free entry for ladies all weekend long. Follow The Buck on Instagram for an updated schedule, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter. Here's Clip.
All right, Caden wants to do an all-troll show. We want to hear from the haters.
Yeah, they won't call in.
Avery, you could get it started. We're waiting on your call, 317-1250.
Well, I was just confused. Is it me or Holton he's talking about?
You want him to be specific.
Because I'm too small to play tight end.
What tight end in the quarterback room is he talking about? All right, Jeff is up in Hugo on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, man, what's happening? Yeah, we're on our way back. We're on Ivy Road. But we're heading back to Hugo. Shut up, Don. But anyway, yeah, Holton was coming out. I said, "What's up, Holton?" And he said, "Call in." Well, I said, "I'm gonna call in." So I did, Holton.
Let's go. And shout out to Ivy Road. I grew up on that road.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we're heading to Hugo, though. We're actually now on County Home Road.
All right, keep us updated.
I know where he's at.
Yep, exactly. Right by the airport, actually.
All right.
I know where the airport is.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, they have some good plays and they have some bad plays. It was Navy. We can never win with Navy, but, you know,
all right.
At least we're bowling. We're bowling, and we're going to win whoever we're going to play bowling.
There you go.
Jeff is a man of his word. I told him to call in. He called.
I do have a designated driver.
Good to hear. Good to hear. That's responsible.
Yeah. His name's Donald. Say, "What's up, Donald?" What's up, Donald?
Wait a minute. Does Donald have a driver?
Let's just say 6 and 7 is not my friend. All right. Love y'all guys. Yeah, y'all really know who I am. Jeffrey Boyd. I've won a bunch of crap.
Oh, I know who you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you the other day, Clip.
Yes, sir. Well, good to hear from you, man. Be safe.
Sorry you know him, bro.
Be safe on them back roads.
All right.
All right.
Y'all be safe. Love y'all guys.
Love you.
You can't. Hey, Caden. Hey, fist bump. You know, you saw me as soon as you were walking out. We done a fist bump.
We did do a fist bump. I remember that fist bump.
Yep, you remember that fist bump.
Love you, man.
Jeff Rose.
All right.
That was Jeff Rose. All right. Y'all be good.
Yes, sir. Be good at it.
Hey, I'm going to win some crap.
All right, now.
I'm going to win it. Look, I'm going to win some stuff here in a couple of, a week?
On Monday, Treasure Chest opens up, Jeff.
To blow up my truck. He just put it in like second gear running about 50 miles an hour. Okay, all right, yeah, at least you didn't go for reverse.
Sounds like a 911 call all of a sudden.
Look, we're good, man.
I don't know if he's talking to us anymore.
All right, Jeff, gotta go.
All right. Yeah, I'll hit you up on Facebook later on.
All right, buddy. There's Jeff and Donald.
I'll tell you what. I guarantee you they're having the time of their life. I mean, that'd be a fun car ride to be in right now with Jeff and Donald.
He said, I got a designated driver. Say, hey, Donald. Hey, Donald. I don't know about Donald. Somebody check on Donald.
Man, it might be a fun car ride. Safe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Jeff referenced the 2024 Pirate Radio Treasure Chest that will open up Monday, and we're going to be giving away multiple prizes each day. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Jeff's call has spurned other calls. We got Steve in Illinois. Hello, Steve.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Really happy to check in with you again. I wish it was after a win. Really would have. Look, it seems like every time, the Pirates are on the verge of taking that next step to really just cross that threshold to be big time consistently, just never seem to be able to, to do it when it counts the most. And that's just the most frustrating thing about being a Pirate fan. But I do want to follow up with some specifics, and I'm really hoping for a Fenway Bowl. I know I'm in the minority on the Fenway Bowl here, but Holton, you got to know that there's a guy out there in that region. If Fenway Bowl is still on the table, that the Pirates need to make a play for Osiris Lopez. Osiris Lopez, 3-star quarterback out of Leominster, Massachusetts, been offered by BC, UMass, Syracuse, and Yale currently, but would be looking for a better opportunity to come to a big-time program like ECU, to be the man, and, put up 46 points yesterday against Fitchburg, Leominster-Fitchburg, oldest Thanksgiving Day rivalry in America, really. Massachusetts now always thought of as the hotbed of football. But if the Fenway Bowl is still on the table, I would love to see the Pirates, really roll out the purple carpet for him at Fenway, try to bring him in the fold and get him in here because he's a major, major QB prospect. And you can look him up online, all that stuff. But, Osiris Lopez out of Leominster, ECU, never quite good enough. Happy we're going bowling, hoping it's Fenway. And, I'm going to keep watching, and I'm about to move to Massachusetts in the next 2 weeks permanently. So I'm really hoping for Fenway. But that's about it. And, it'll be another good winning season, hopefully good year next year. But got to get to like 9 or 10. That's got to be 9 or 10. 8's not it. It's really got to be 10. It's got to be 10 or bust. I think this attitude of just accepting that bowl's good enough, 7, 8 is good enough. I think it's because we take it, because we accept it. We just can't. It has to be a mindset shift that we just cannot accept good enough. It has to be 10 or bust, and then with repercussions to follow. Like if Blake Harrell doesn't get 10 next year, then let's fire him and go for a big name coach.
Hell yeah! And if the next guy don't win 10, he's out too.
Yep.
The only way it's gonna get there. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
All right, Steve. 10 or bust.
I don't think he's in the minor. I think Fenway Bowl's like, if you're an ECU fan, why would you not? You want to go to? I feel crazy saying this, but would you rather go to Myrtle Beach or Boston? I would much rather go to Boston because I've been there. It's very cool. But I feel like ECU fans would honestly rather go to the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Have you forgot your roots?
Talking to Clip?
I'm talking to you, man.
Why are you looking at Clip when you said that?
Caden's a weird guy.
Have you forgot? If I was looking between both of you, have you forgot your roots?
I mean, Myrtle Beach would be a fun time. I'm saying as a player, better experience is going to be in Boston. You're there for a week.
And you're playing ACC versus like Marshall.
Yeah.
And Fenway.
I have a hard time not believing that a lot of ECU fans would not travel to Boston. ECU fans would travel. ECU fans travel for both. ECU fans travel to Birmingham. Boston's way cooler than Birmingham.
Not cooler than Myrtle Beach.
You want that Myrtle Beach? You taking your bike down there,
Boston.
Caden?
He's just trolling right now.
Does this face look like?
Wait a minute. Are you Avery?
You never know, man. Hey, I like Steve. I like the little update on Northeastern high school football. I had no
Osiris. Believe it or not, that wasn't Steve. That was actually Osiris. He's like, I want to play for the Pirates next year.
Osiris Lopez.
I would rather Steve's moving to Mass. I would be open for Steve. Doing visits to Osiris.
Yeah.
I bet like 4 years from now, we're going to be like watching a game and Osiris Lopez is going to go for 400.
Lighting it up.
And we're going to be like, we missed that guy.
We missed out on Osiris. All right. Let's go last call for your calls. 317-1250 here on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter College Show. Pirates underway. Early lead on North Carolina A&T. And Jarrett's Raiders with a 17-16 lead. But the Chiefs are driving. 12:30 to go in the fourth. We'll be back. U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter College Show. If you see Donald and Jeff, just pull off the road. Let them through.
Jeff, I'm pretty sure Jeff just messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, Jeff Rowe here. We keeping it between the ditches.
There you go.
And Avery.
Avery's not calling.
Call in, Avery. Back with you after this.
Dank Burrito is now open at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Get ready to elevate your taste buds, G Vegas. With our Dank Burrito app, your favorite burritos are just a tap away. Order for delivery or pickup. Enjoy mouth-watering flavors from the comfort of your own home. Download the Dank Burrito app today and unlock exclusive deals and get a free queso on your next visit. Join the flavor revolution at Dank Burrito, where every bite is a flavor bomb.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Save Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown & Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 roof rooftops, and one goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
It's not the amount of power. Ooh! It's the size of our tower. Pirate Radio. We are the voice of the pirate nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Update from Jeff on YouTube. They're still alive, almost home. So good to hear. Jeff and Donald. I want a reality show with Jeff and Donald riding around Tick Bite and other places in eastern North Carolina. All right, 317-1250. We still have callers calling in, so we'll get to them, including Brooks in New Jersey. What's up, Brooks?
Oh, what's up, guys? New York, but that was, it's close enough. Those states.
Come on, Shirley.
Look, sometimes he's in New York, sometimes he's in Jersey. I just pick one.
Man, she's answering phones here.
Forget about it. What's up, Brooks?
Well, just not the day to be one of my teams, unfortunately. Hurricanes just got done with their game. They lost at home. ECU lost at home today, so hopefully the Black Bears can win on the road tonight. We're actually setting up the broadcast equipment right now, so I thought I'd give you guys a call before we get on the air, and luckily there was nobody in line waiting for the call. So I have not listened to anything on the fifth quarter today, so if I sound redundant to what everybody else has been talking about, I apologize. But I think this is just a season of what ifs, realistically. What if we had the same quarterback start all 12 games this year? What if our receivers caught the ball consistently throughout the season? I remember looking at my past calls, and I always feel like I'm talking about all the drops that the receivers have been having this year. Unfortunately, that was the case today with a lot of cases where we definitely left some points on the board. We talked about the adjustments that we made at halftime last week against North Texas. I think Navy made the same halftime adjustments today, the way that they came out firing in the second half. I don't know if, the fatigue sat in during halftime of, playing against that option offense or whatnot. Hate it. Not a big fan of the showboating penalties that we got at the end of the game. That's just not my style, but I'm probably an old man yelling at clouds at 26 years old about that. So other than that, thought it was a great year on the fifth quarter with you guys. Holton and Caden have been excellent and insightful additions for this radio show. Look forward to hearing it one more time in the bowl game. And now that the regular season's over, my ticket for the future cash got to 7 wins, so that's a positive. And then hopefully my vote's to go to Myrtle Beach, because that's the only bowl game that I can go to with my Christmas holiday schedule. So that's my vote. I'll hang up and listen to you guys later on tonight. Go Pirates. Appreciate the call, and have a good basketball season, and then we'll talk to you again during bowl season.
All right, Brooks, have a good call tonight with the Binghamton Black Bears as they play hockey. Pirates up 16-10 right now over North Carolina A&T early.
I appreciate Brooks shouting out me and Holton this year.
Yeah.
I actually just got called fat earlier by a guy named Avery thinking I played tight end.
317-1250. Jeff is in Blunt's Creek. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, guys. Not going over to discuss the game too much. I'm just going to say that this season, I think, is a step in the right direction.
Can they build off of it?
Yep.
And keep winning? That is the question. That comes with retaining assistant coaches. That comes with retaining, like Holden said, Caden Hauser, Yannick Smith, and a lot of the other guys.
Yep. One other thing. The guy, was it Pirate Mike on the Amtrak?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if y'all might have discussed it, but anyhow, Wake Forest has been to Greenville. That was the first game played in Dowdy Fishing Stadium when it was built.
Yeah, I remember they were here in the 2000s. Chris Johnson, one of his coming out party runs was a long one against Wake Forest.
Around when Wake Forest got into town.
Yeah.
He missed the train.
And you know what? We had fun with Mike, but I do agree with him. I like seeing Wake back on the schedule, and hope we can continue that.
There's no doubt we need to go down that avenue.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you guys, and thank you so much for the football season. And I want to hear you. We're going to pull one more win out this year, and we'll discuss that on the next radio show.
Yes, sir. Want to be great to win 8.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, y'all.
And Blunt's Creek. All right. Damn it. I forgot to get up with Justin again. Don't be mad at me, Justin. Justin's in New Bern. Hey, Justin.
What's up, boys?
I'm going to go and say it on the air before you get going. We're going to have a pregame pump up from Justin for the bowl game. So get excited about that, folks. All right. Go ahead, Justin.
Well, I don't have anything pregame pump up about this call right here. So I told the guys I tailgate with that I guess it's a good thing that I've never felt as pissed off about today's game and not upset with our own team. I mean, I was proud of the way the guys played, perfectly fine with the way we coached the game. You know, they break us down over the course of the game, and that's just kind of what happens against Navy. What I'm upset with, and I know this is kind of a taboo topic, let's quit treating Navy with kid gloves. Let's quit rolling out the red carpet for them. Let's quit doing the military appreciation game when we play them. Every other school in the country does it the week of Veterans Day or the week before or the week after. Why do we roll out the red carpet and treat them the way we do? I've been going to games in East Carolina for 30 years, and I don't remember Miami or Central Florida or South Florida or Memphis or none of those teams taunting us the way Navy did today. But Navy gets away with it. When they went out there in the third quarter and went, midfield taunting our guys, if we'd have done that, they would call us a bunch of thugs and throwing flags on us. But Navy does it, and it's okay. 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, they asked us if we would wear our white jerseys on our own home stadium to accommodate them so they could wear their jerseys at Hawaii or wherever they were going next, and we did it. We bend over backwards every time Navy comes to town, and it's time we start treating them like a regular opponent. Time we start treating them like UAB or Charlotte or whoever the heck is coming in here, and it's time we start playing them like a regular football game. And I'm tired of this rolling this out there against Navy. I have not been so upset with another team in my entire life of going to ECU football games, and I'm sick and tired of us rolling it out there for Navy. And that's not to disrespect those guys, whatever. They do their thing after school, but every one of them chose to go to school there. It's not like they're any different than our guys who chose to come to East Carolina. They are still a college football team. They are our opponent on Saturday, and it's time we man up and treat them like any other opponent. But that being said, I'm looking forward to the bowl game. Go Pirates.
All right, Justin. Hit on that a little bit already today.
I mean, yeah, it is. That's why I genuinely asked. I was like, does every school do this? Like, is every away game for them like that? I mean, yeah, why not just appreciate the military versus Florida Atlantic?
Yeah.
And not when you're playing Navy. When Navy comes in town, let's think about just winning the game and not showing. I mean, that sounds terrible. I love America more than anyone, but yeah, military. I'm all for having military appreciation, not against Navy.
How do you know you love America more than anyone?
I know my hard clip,
and you know what's in it.
Yeah.
All right.
I just know a guy who can join you in your chant next year.
What was my chant?
Screw
we
the
hate the troops.
It
was a long chant.
It was. We hate the troops. That's what it was.
We hate the troops. All right, me and Justin, a two-man band up there trying to get it going.
You and Justin, do you pull the red carpet out for Navy? You guys hate the Navy, don't you?
Shirley, what are we going to do? We're going to go to Tom in Raleigh. What's up, Tom?
Hey, just got a quick question. When do they normally renew the assistant coaches' contract or whatever? Do they normally do it maybe before the bowl game, after the bowl game? Do you have any idea? Just wondering.
Which coach?
Like the OC, defensive coordinator. Everybody.
So OC, John David Baker has a 2-year deal.
Yeah, technically, because we have a new head coach, these coaches are still under contract. A lot of them are. You'll probably see confirmation that they're staying for recruiting purposes here in the next week or so.
Most of them are 1-year deals, right, Holton? Or am I wrong on that?
I don't know. I know coordinators are not just 1 year.
Right.
Coordinators
They're 2.
Yeah.
JDB after next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really sure about assistant. I'd imagine. I don't think you're on a year-to-year contract. I mean, maybe some, but either way, I would expect between now and the bowl game, you would start hearing blah, blah, blahs coming back for recruiting purposes. Because if there's certain recruits that like these guys, they want to know that they're going to be there next year.
When do you think we name a defensive coordinator? Is our defensive coordinator already on staff? You said we need to go out and find an experienced guy because you made a good point. How many of our coaches have been head coaches?
Yeah, I don't believe anyone.
It might be zero.
Yeah, which is okay too.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like historically, when you have a younger OC, you're gonna have a younger head coach, technically, or a first-time head coach. ECU is not a small job. Let's get someone in here who, even if they're not the defense coordinator, let's get someone in here who can kind of mentor and bounce ideas off of each other, kind of like Ruffin McNeil is for NC State right now.
I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not.
A guy to make it happen, Blake Harrell.
Why so?
Don't ask.
Caden, I feel like you're turning into a troll before our eyes.
That's crazy.
Could you? I need a serious thought from you before we wrap up today.
Let me get to that.
Think about that. All right. What you got, Shirley?
We have Randy in Greenville. Sorry,
Randy.
I ran out of Post-it notes, so I had to.
A lot of calls today. Randy is in Greenville, and he is on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. What's up, Randy?
Yeah, first of all, I think you guys do a fantastic job, and it's great getting y'all's insight. But I'll say this real quick, and I know y'all probably hashed this out with different callers prior to mine. But going forward, it's great to see all the positivity from Blake Harrell and kind of the, new enthusiasm and all that. But personally, I would like to see the coaches hold the players more accountable during the game on the sidelines after they make a repeated bad plays. Like, when a certain receiver drops more than two passes, I don't mean like completely go off on them and all that, but the margin for error with this team is so small because I think we'd all agree we're just not a very good team. And when you're playing a team like Navy, basically we lost the game in the first quarter, not scoring those 3 times, and but then late in the game with the undisciplined extracurricular, even though Navy was is equally guilty, if not more. Our team is just not at that level where we can get away with retaliating, and then also, I don't know. I just wish that the stuff that our team can control ourselves, that we end up beating ourselves with, would just slowly improve, and the coaches would, like for instance, Hauser on the sidelines. He didn't have his best game, and I don't mean like you fuss at a QB every time he comes off the field when he does do something, but if I just wish there was a little bit more intensity and emotion from some of the players when they seem excited when they do stuff good, but at that same token, this team needs to have a mindset to try to improve every single play and repetition. And I don't mean like be uptight the whole game, but that's what I'd like to see from everybody, but especially the coaches going forward. And I'll just wish us best luck in the bowl game.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate the call. Well, you guys were there on those sidelines. It's kind of tricky, right? Like you don't want Anthony Smith to drop like 3 or 4 passes in a row and nobody say nothing to him. But also, usually when a guy at this level drops a pass, you go right back to him. We say, hey, we know you can catch the ball. So, Do you need coaches chewing out guys? Or, what do you say? Holton, if you struggle, is Donnie Kirkpatrick going to you saying, hey, what the hell's going on? Or is it what should be the protocol in those situations?
Yeah, I would say there's time and place for everything, and also just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. There's plenty of times. I always try to stay even keel on the sideline as much as I could, but also Caden will know this. Like when I would finish a drive, I would go and sit down. We had chairs right in front of the big like chest thing that had all the communication stuff up there, and I would get pretty pissed off there, and just no one would see. And then there's plenty of times where I would go and there's intern Zach.
Of course, everywhere.
But there's plenty of times when I would go and get into the O-line because we needed to play better, or there was times when I would get into it with players, and not in a bad way, just pushing each other forward. I'm not saying I was always in the right either. I'm just saying, like, there's more than you would probably see. And Caden, you had the headset on the whole time with all of the coaches, and like, just because they're not in their face doesn't mean they're not getting after them. There's time and there's place to do it. And I'll give you an example. And handling players is probably one of the top 3 things that head coaches have to do, and really good coaches have to do, is know how to coach a player, when to coach a player. And I'll give you an instance. Isaiah Winstead was one of the better receivers that I've ever played with. He was here 1 year. He was one of the better, in my opinion, he was one of the more talented receivers ECU's ever had. He had a really, really good year, went for over 1,000 yards. He transferred in, and I always had relationships with my receivers. I'm going on rain here, sorry. Always had relationships with my receivers where if it was Snead, if it was Blake, if it was CJ, I could go right to them right away and talk to them and figure it out. If I felt like they were off or I was off or we were off collectively, I would go to them. Even if we got heated, we'd figure it out then, tell each other we love each other, and then do it. Zay Winstead wasn't like that. He needed time. If we were off on timing, I couldn't just go talk to him right away. I would have to give him a couple plays, give him a drive, and then come back when we're both calmed down and say, hey, look, what happened there? Let's go back and almost like laugh about it, but really get to the bottom of it and fix it. And that's just kind of...
Everybody's different. And there was a game where I remember where he like melted down kind of. Yes. And he just said, that's kind of who I am. I'm sorry, but that's how I express myself. Yeah.
And especially, receivers are huge on it. You got to know how to interact with different receivers. And I know he said Caton Hauser wasn't having the best day. Like, I'm sure other teammates of mine, and Caden, you're one of them, know like how I was. When I got off the field directly, I probably didn't want to be talked to right away unless you were one of my close 3 people. Unless you were in the quarterback room, like Caden could talk to me, Flynn could talk to me, Mason could talk to me, Stubby could talk to me, DK could talk to me. But me and DK probably didn't need to talk right away. We had to take a little bit of plays off just everyone communicates different, and understanding that is how really good coaches become really good coaches.
Yeah, I would say for the quarterback situation, a lot of times quarterbacks in games, OCs and head coaches try to take it like a more civil approach to a quarterback, because a quarterback, especially when they're playing bad, kind of like Hauser, Hauser didn't have his best game today. You really don't want to create a more of a friction. It's a real mental position. So a lot of times head coaches and OCs will take a more of a constructive approach, very, very gentle, not gentle, but very just straightforward talking and a mild tone constructive approach.
You're right, because when it goes the opposite way, it stands out and we remember it. I still remember Tom Brady and Bill O'Brien screaming at each other, and that became a huge deal because we never see that happen between a quarterback and coach.
Look, Brady's one of those guys that's how I remember growing up plenty of times where he would get into the offensive line's face and let them know they had to be playing. But like, that's how Brady was. And a lot of the times that's how I was. But then there's times where I wasn't like that. It's just understanding people. That's what, comes with coaching and playing ball.
Shirley, your quarterback you grew up with, Dan Marino, I remember as a kid, he'd scream at his receivers on the field, and I guess they were cool with it because he put up all those passing yards, and they were probably boys, but man, he would just dog cuss them right there on the field.
Yeah,
and be okay next drive.
Shameless shout out here. Many of the pictures of me and CJ Johnson, who I love to death and still talk to a bunch to this day, grew up with him. A lot of our pictures are of us yelling at each other on the field at ECU. But then we knew where it was coming from. We'd grown up together, and it was just a different relationship. So each one's, different.
Good stuff. All right. We'll get some final thoughts here. Pirates, by the way, up 33-25. Jarrett, are we punting? Oh, what do we think here? 2:21 left to go.
What the hell are we doing?
Down 2. Where's the ball?
on the opposite side of the field.
Oh, no.
We are in Chiefs territory.
No, you can't punt here.
We can't now that we go to timeout.
Ron Rivera would love punting from the other team's territory.
Dude, you're going to give the ball to Mahomes down 2?
Yeah, you got to at least try.
What a coward. A punk.
All right.
No, it's the same thing
They're
every
gonna
week.
go for it. They're going to go for it.
I get this is not Raider radio, but this is absurd.
Jared's going off. 33-25 Pirates lead in Minji's Coliseum.
No, they're kicking a field goal.
Oh, my God.
The guy who's missed 2, but either way.
All right, we got to stay here for this, and then we'll get your final thoughts.
By the way, East Carolina women playing right now, they are trailing UNLV 24-12 in the second quarter.
The Rebs putting it on the
Yeah, they're
Pirates.
having a real tough time. The refs are not helping either.
You might want to cut the mic off or move it from Jarrett because they're about to try this field goal, and it's not going to get there. All right.
Appreciate that.
All you got to do is stop Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's all we have to do. Oh, my God.
Jared, your thoughts on the Pirates?
Wasn't a great game, but hey, 7-5 going bowling, something to build off of. Yeah, it just seems like everybody's talking about things that were said that Antonio Pierce should do. So maybe don't do those things going into next year. Just trust him to be the head coach. Don't bring in a lot of outside people.
Trust Blake Harrell, you're saying?
Yeah. He's got experience.
All right.
I mean, I don't hate bringing in Ruffin, but, like, I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get back to your game.
My bad.
Shirley, your thoughts?
Pretty disappointed with the win. I was really hoping we could kind of break the Navy curse and get a win against them in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and kind of help build on that momentum. But it was not meant to be. But you know what? I'll take the last 5 or 6 weeks over the way most of the season had gone any day of the week. So I will take it, and we've got one more left in our season, and looking forward to finding out when and where, and we'll just go from there.
Navy 10-2 against East Carolina. That don't seem right, but it is right. Holden, your final thoughts?
I hope you play in the Fenway Bowl. I think Boston would be really cool for Pirate fans. Myrtle Beach would be cool though, just because more people could travel for sure. And then I would say, whatever happens in the bowl game, we have the foundation set if we can keep the foundation in place. You have 2 really good receivers coming back, more than 2, but 2 like star with Chase and Yannick obviously coming back. You have the OC. Blake Harrell, the DC is kind of, the defense coordinator is kind of what you're going to see is who's going to hire that. Will Blake Harrell kind of still have his say-so in it, which I believe he will. And then you have the offense coordinator, you have the quarterback. Let's keep the foundation and build off of it. Yes, we wanted to win more games no matter how the bowl game goes. But for the first time in a while, you have a core coming back with a quarterback coming back that you know how they're going to play. Let's buy into it and excited for next year. Obviously, we still have a bowl game left, though.
Caden Ehrman.
I'm pretty past this game this week. I'm just thankful for the holidays. I'm thankful for being on the 5th quarter this year. Thankful for Clip and all of his mentorship we've had on the off-hour sessions. If you teach me how to do this, Holden, thank you for the friendship. I would call myself a Nepo friend, not a Nepo baby, but a Nepo friend. All his successes, I get to ride in the coattails, and it's a pleasure. Shirley, you did a great job with the phones. I love when people make you angry. It's fun to watch you give it back to them. Jarrett, I love sweating bets with you. And all of our faithful callers, Philly Al, B-Pays, Kyle from LaGrange.
Little Nugget,
that was another good one. And Pirate Mike. Thank you guys.
Mike.
If I forgot anyone, I did not forget you in my heart. Thank you for a great season. We got one more in us, but thank you all.
You going to tell them you love them?
I love y'all.
Yep.
Love you too.
All right, that's a great way to wrap it up, Caden. That was beautifully said. All right, we'll be with you one more time. When? I don't know, but we'll let you know when we find out. When the Pirates go bowling, we'll be on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Been a fun year, and we got one more to go. Awesome work, Shirley, J-Bone, Holt, and Caden. Great additions to the show. Hopefully, we can run it back again next year. I'm hoping to see you guys for another season.
I hope so.
We got to extend that contract.
You got to give me the offer I'm asking for, guys.
Will do. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, calling in. Been a fun ride. We'll see you when we go bowling on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show.
You have been listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Join us next time for complete postgame coverage of East Carolina football.